friends, fellows, and fans of the Inazuma 11 franchise. Good evening. Welcome to my live stream, which is, as Vinny has aptly pointed out, at the exact same time as the World Cup opening game, apparently, which I did not realize. My apologies. Good evening, friends. I am back with more Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Sorry, some things take priority over, what is it, Mexico versus South Africa? Is anyone gonna watch that who's not Mexican or South African? Anyway, huge, bigger news. Massive update for Inazuma 11 Victory Road. The big-ass June update that they've been teasing for a while now. And there's a lot to unpack. There is a shit ton of stuff to unpack. Most importantly, these two guys to the left of me. Do you all remember how I've been saying for months, where the hell is Professor Layton? Professor Layton has been added, officially. Professor Layton and Luke Triton are playable. They literally cut Emi Altava, unfortunately. They cut the one woman from the selection. Kinda crazy. But the big goal of tonight is going to try to get Professor Layton and Luke. Professor Layton will be on my main team. Someone will be sacked for Professor Layton. This will happen. Also, let me individually point out everyone is here in favor of the the World Cup game. Real football, real life. Good evening, Vinny. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, Lucas, Nico, Panda. Great to have you all here. And Yami. Good evening, Yami. Thank you all for joining. It's great to see that I am preferred to some degree above real life football. I love seeing that. Okay, great intel. Vinny has already told me that Professor Layton and Luke are in the Meteor constellation, so we're gonna have to take a look at that. But as you see, there is a lot to take in. We got a few new gameplay changes, actually, some which are actually really detrimental to what I'm doing, unfortunately. I have heard that tension has taken a bit of a hit, in the sense that I cannot use dash tackles to gain tension anymore in the tension playstyle. Super fucked if you ask me, because that really knocks down my team, power-wise. But yeah, lots of changes to like playstyles and such. Rough play, I think, has been nerfed again. There's a lot of stuff. You can get later from the spirit shop. Hold on, we're cooking. Nico, dziękuję bardzo. Love to hear that, actually. Love to hear that. If I can get those for free, dude, we're cooking. We're cooking. If I can get those for free, absolutely. But here it is. There's been 2 extra team slots added, so there is more freedom creating teams. I have seen that there's some bugs with the new teams that have been added. It's probably not going to happen with me because I don't see myself building that 8th and 9th team anytime soon, but we're going to see. Synergies have been added. No clue what they do. I know they give like extra stats or something when you have 2 specific players. There is a Tobitaka synergy. There is, in fact, a synergy for the GOAT. For him. With Hibiki. So, what that means is, we might have to look into what that exactly entails, what that's going to mean for Tobitaka. But yeah, that is all for a later point. Custom team matches, we could play against our own custom teams. So, hypothetically, tonight, I could play against my main team. First, I'm going to see how fucked the team was, given the changes to passives and playstyles and such. And what else? I guess, yeah, Stab has been returned. So that's pretty big. I feel that's if it's as much as it was in the Go games, I believe it was 10% for Stab, but still, that's pretty big. If you have like a 6,000, well, no, that's not going to happen. If you have like a 2,000 attack shot, for example, at 200, I have to imagine. I don't really know how it works, but all I know is that Ryuga and Gandras now have Stab, Cosmic Blaster. So that's going to be a bit of a menace. Love to hear that. And yeah, there's something like seasonal players, which also don't really know what all that entails. It's for the tournaments coming up, I think, for the Victory Road tournaments. The Tobitaka synergy is a defensive thing. I think I've heard that too. I think it increases like castle walls, like the power of castle walls. Chip shots have been nerfed. The normal shots have been nerfed. So like curve shot, chip shot, power shot. If you chain those after using a Hisatsu, this is what I've read, then the power actually goes down, which makes sense in a way. But yeah, it's still a bit of a shame to see, because that means I probably have to take Chip Shot and Curve Shot off Gandalf and Ryoga specifically, but that just frees up more slots for actual Hisatsu to use, so not too miffed about that. And then finally, a new Chronicle Route has been added, the Unmei Chronicle Route, which I don't expect to be all that much different from the story mode, because I think it will deadass just be the same as the story mode, like to a T. But all of that stuff we are going to figure out tonight. Why would Power Shot make the shot weaker? That is a great question. That is an excellent question to ask, actually, Nico. You should also check out the new Armed. I will do that as well. There's new Armed cash-ins as well. I have seen a few pass by here. I've seen, for example, that Mako, Child Mako, the captain of the Kids FC, she has Armed Jester, which is very, very interesting, to say the least. Okay, but let's see. Official announcement, Victory Road Beta Tournament. Victory Road is a regularly held seasonal tournament where players compete for the top spot. Assemble a team with at least 5 seasonal players, create your strategy and aim for victory. The first tournament, Victory Road Beta, is scheduled to be held soon. With this update, you'll now be able to obtain seasonal players specifically for the tournament. Okay, so, decently interesting. Sorry, Trickster, not Jester, what I said before about Mako. Also, check how many victory stones you have, Sean is telling me. Okay, let me first check off the advent calendar here, and then we'll steadily get into the new stuff that's been added. So yeah, 2 new announcements. This has now just been shoehorned into the map. I don't think it was here literally before the update dropped today, so... But we'll absolutely take this. Huge day for the Inazuma 11 community, for Inazuma 11 Victory Road. We got a new opportunities, so I always like that. And a BB badge, so... Okay, not too shabby. Not too great either, but, you know, the extra currencies I will absolutely take. So, does it have like an overview of who the seasonal players are? You find more details about seasonal players in the help section under Victory Road. Okay, I mean, I did just read this, so that's all fine, I think. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has just been added, and like retroactively as well. What I have heard as well, for example, is that the cost for certain moves has been lowered. So yeah, that's pretty huge. I think it's been going down from what, 75 to 35. So let me actually check the marketplace. Also, let me know how the stream quality is, because last Tuesday, yeah, quite a few technical difficulties. I think it's all looking good currently, but we gotta keep a close eye on that, because the lag last time was not fun. I expect it was just some sort of YouTube issue, because yeah, currently everything seems to be running smoothly. Knocking on wood. My desk is entirely made out of wood, so that's good. Stream quality is nice. That's good. Love to hear that. Thank you, Vinny. But let's see. Victory stones. Holy fucking shit. I have almost 2,200 victory stones and 860 victory stars. Okay. Yeah, that is absolutely massive. I don't think I have any other words for that other than absolutely fucking massive. Jesus Christ. Okay, that allows me to buy a lot more cool stuff, a lot more cool moves. So that's big. I just have to get the fuck-ass badges. So, yeah. Okay, everyone's saying that the stream's good as well, so love to hear that. People saying they had 3k, 4k. Vinny's cheating, he has 100,000. So, yeah, well, it is what it is. But okay, great. So, yeah, I can do a lot more stuff with that now. Retroactively been giving us victory stones, victory stars. Actually, I hella appreciate that, because other companies, they could very easily have just said, okay, you know what, you've done the investment, that's it, live with it. And now, you know, benefit from the new update. But, okay, but that's good. Yeah, that's great. You love to see that. We need those for a lot of things, so... Alright. So that about the victory stars. Actually, I was told to check out the new cash-in arms as well, which I think they're in the... Are they in the spirit market? Well, Professor Layton and Luke are supposedly here, so... Let me see. What is... We got flags? What is this? My greatest creation, to become the wind, masters of Alias. What is... An item that boosts your team... Oh, are these synergies? Ah, these are synergies. Hold on. So these are the synergies. Interesting. To become the wind, masters of Alias, this is my football. Okay, let's actually have a look at these synergies, because I haven't actually seen all of them. The fact that they have Kido and Kageyama together, that feels kind of like a dick move, but it also makes sense. Somioka and Fubuki is interesting, to be sure. Let's check the effect. Team focus attack plus 7%. Wind type players special move power plus 5%. Okay. Elemental affinity effect plus 5% on the opposition's half of the pitch. So essentially, these are, I have to imagine these are like hero passives, kind of the level that heroes have their passives, and some kind of secondary effect. So that's okay. Well, we're going to see how broken that actually is in practice. We have toyed with the idea of if I do any more viewer matches streams in the future, which I most likely will, because updates are still actively happening, so we can try new things, we can see new things all the time. But we've toyed with the idea of banning synergies, which, well, again, we're going to have to see how broken these are. The fact of the matter is I need 15 legendary Somioka spirits and Fubuki spirits, so these seem pretty fucking insane to get, actually. But then again, if you give stuff like team attack plus 2%... Okay, this is my football, right? This is the... It's interesting, they don't have Reina, they don't have Desarm in this one. I would have imagined Desarm would have been a part of this, but I guess not. They love cocking Desarm. Let's see, the Ultimate Bonds, so now we're into Go. Right, the Ultimate Bonds, Griffin, the Sacred Warriors, Hakuryu and Shu, that makes sense. Yeah, this may also make sense. Yukimura and Fubuki. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, absolutely makes sense. I'm seeing a gift code being spread in the chat as well. Hold on, let me do that actually. Let me do that first, and then we can have a look over the synergies once again. Plan for tonight, we're kind of just going to play it by ear because there is a lot to take in. I also don't know if it's worth to go through the entire Unmei Chronicle mode tonight. Probably not, seeing as it's just the story mode, as far as I understood. But yeah, we're going to play it by ear. We're going to see what's interesting in the moment. But for now, what is interesting is gift code. So I can type this. Can I copy paste? Probably not, right? So let me just WNSL KBY HPFab. Okay. There we go. Global Football Celebration gift. Gift code accepted. And that is 10 new possibilities, 50 victory stones, a manual for God Catch, Axe Blast, and a hero victory crate. Okay. That is absolutely not too shabby. I will certainly take those new possibilities, because Lord knows I'm going to need them for some of the players. There are very few rewards for the Chronicle mode, by the way. You get five items. Sorry, that was the Dutch slipping through. 5 items. And an outfit in total, so don't rush it. Okay. Okay. Message taken. We're going to have a look at what exactly it entails. Just a little bit. Then probably we won't do the entire thing tonight. But just for a little bit. We'll have a look. But okay, let's see. So we have that, which is very interesting. We have a crate to open. See what we get. See if we can get anything good. I should have a few more crates. Yeah, I have some silver ones and some gold ones as well from the Chronicle mode. So let's just see what we can get. Under the Starry Sky is good. I mean, these currencies are good for buying moves, so I'll absolutely take those. 9 gold chests. Let's see. Yeah, okay. 10 of these Blaze Burst coins. Love that. And more currency and beans. Always good. And then, okay. The Hero Victory Crate. What are we going to get from the Hero Victory Crate? Groundfire. Okay. Well, that's presumably a pretty expensive manual. I don't even know if it is a manual that you can buy. It may just be one that you have to get from the Spirit Shop, which, if that's the case, huge pool. Love that. But yeah, let's have a deeper look at these synergies again, because, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a quick look. That is Victory Road. Well, it's now open, so... Okay, we're getting a cutscene. I didn't know we would get a cutscene for Victory Road, not gonna lie. Then again... Okay, it is the mode that the game is named after. Crazy that it has only dropped now. The game has been out for what? More than half a year by this point. And now the namesake mode gets dropped. But it's good. Let them cook. Maybe it'll be a good mode. We're gonna have to see. Typically not that it's a PvP, but especially for Inazuma 11, but we'll see. Seasonal tournament players are now available. Check out the tournament rules and seasonal player sections in the menu and start preparing your squad for the big event. Okay, well, I presume I have 0 seasonal players. You must have at least 5 seasonal players in your starting lineup to participate in the tournament, and the same character cannot be assigned more than once. This restriction also applies to substitutions during matches. Level cap of 50 applies to all tournament teams. We got Matatagi. Matatagi as a bonus player? Okay, hold on. Seasonal players are required to participate in tournaments, yeah. Seasonal players have the same abilities as regular players, but cannot inherit. Heritage passives become fabled, be of hero quality, or use new possibilities. So their highest rarity, I suppose, is legendary. That seems about it. Leveling up characters is quicker in compete online mode. Which seasonal players you train and include in your team will be key to winning tournament matches. Okay, so we got Matatagi, Ryugal, that's pretty huge. And then we got some... we got Taekwondo! They didn't fix his face. Of course, they fixed Bata's face. They gave her an entirely new expression, but they couldn't fix my go at Taekwondo. Massive ass forehead, bro. Why is his face so small? Like, I don't get it, but okay. They have Mach. Bit of a classic. We got Kusaka. Galaxy Goat, I'd love to see that. Satan, Freud, there's actually quite a few. Morimura, Tobitaka. Hold on, we're cooking. We got Kusaka, Morimura, and Tobitaka. If I ever participate in this, my defense is set. I'm just saying. Minaho as well. Cobra, okay. Ibuki, dude. This first selection slaps, actually. Not gonna front. But well, I'm not going to dive too much into this yet, because I don't have any seasonal players for it yet, but yeah. So let's have a bit of a deeper look at these synergies again, and let's see if I can actually, you know, exchange Professor Layton somewhere, which, well, here they are. Herschel Layton and Luke Triton. And you know what, fellas? I can recruit both of them, and for Professor Layton, I get to sacrifice fuck-ass Shinsuke twice. This is absolutely beautiful. Love to see that. I absolutely want to redeem Herschel Layton, yes. Give me my man, the man, the myth, the legend, and Luke Triton. And let's summon them immediately. This guy's going on my team. I don't care. Shinsuke is actually useful for a change. Amen, Lucas. God bless. But okay, let's see. Team Doc. And then... what's this? Okay, so those are synergies. Offensive synergies and defensive synergies. Interesting. Okay, so you can do both at once. Okay, curious. And then this is the amount of tournament players that I have, I suppose, down here, down by Midori. So, okay, that's interesting. Let's see. You did say that as someone who actually likes Shinsuke a bit? Yeah, that's the craziest part. There are people who actually unironically kind of like him. Let's see, where do I find Professor Layton? That's my... oh, I have the filter on, that's why. Reset, confirm, and then go to all, bada bing, bada boom. There he is. Most common build is Bond. So, you know, if I wanted to get a better type, I could probably just get more from the Spirit Shop, but holy shit. Professor Layton, he is finally here. This is my childhood, man. This is Professor Layton in Inazuma 11. 10-year-old me, 12-year-old me would have gone absolutely batshit crazy seeing this. And to be completely honest, I still am. So he has Nutmeg, Sabaki no Tetsui, and Logistical Sync, which is like winning combination, I think, in Japanese, or winning logic. One of those two. Logistical Sync, of course, makes sense because he does the point, like he does in Professor Layton. And as for the Divine Stamp, well, I couldn't tell you, but he's, I don't know, he is gold. I guess that's how we can interpret that. Also, I got a rough play. The first Layton I pull is rough play. Okay. This is a special character with a fixed appearance. Changing his boots or kit will not alter his look. Wait, huge! Dude, that's massive. He'll just be running around in his regular outfit? Wait, just like Luke, surely then. Hold on. Luke as well? Luke is just gonna chill with a little bow tie. Okay, he's got Warwood Force, so Senpujin. And he's got Spiral Draw, I think that is. Yeah, they changed the English name for it a bit ago, but... okay, interesting. I think he had, like, Naminori Piero in the 3DS games. But, yeah, same with Luke. Okay, this is a special character with a fixed appearance. Damn, that's awesome. Professor Layton plays in a coat. Why couldn't they do that with Tsurugi? What can I say? Professor Layton has so much more aura than Tsurugi ever will. That's the thing. Look, the only thing... Tsurugi's last name may be Blade in the English dub, but I've never seen him wield a sword. Professor Layton, he's sword fights in like every single game he's in. He has infinite aura, actually. But okay, so we got him. Now what? What passives does he even have? Let's see. I'm gonna add him to the team, and actually I have contemplated this for a while. Like, if I put Professor Layton on the main team, who is being axed? And the answer is most likely unfortunately, going to be Kira Hiroto. I'm not going to lie. I really love Kira Hiroto, but I have Gandara's and Ryuga, and they work so much better together than Hiroto ever could on his own. Like, I already have two really good wood forwards, so I don't need Kira as a switch-in. That's, like, the reasonable way I'm looking at this. So, thank you, Kira. Thank you for your service so far. Thank you for inventing the explosion. But this will be your send-off. Goodbye. Professor Herschel Layton is on the team. And now, fellas, this may just be the ultimate final version of my main team. As soon as this guy's trained up and he's got equipment, this will be the ultimate final version of my Victory Road team. So yeah, beautiful. We finally got here with the inclusion of Professor Layton. I finally have all the characters that I wanted on one team, actually on one team. So that's awesome. Yeah, Tsurugi does do Kikuichi Monji and Death Sword, but they're not proper swords, they're not real swords. But let's see. Wait, Professor Layton voices stuff? Does Professor Layton voice stuff? There's no way. Does he actually? Does he voice Excalibur? Am I reading that right? If he voices Excalibur, that has Stab. Stab is now a thing. I'm gonna give him Excalibur, if that's true. He has 3 voice lines? Dude, we're so back. We are so back, actually. Hold up. What are they? He voices Winning Logic, Excalibur, and Illusion Ball. Okay, so we're taking Sabaki no Tetsui off and we're giving him more Winning Logic, Excalibur, and Illusion Ball. Simple as. Okay, that's huge, but I have to train him first. So that's going to be an interesting task. But surely I can just upgrade him. As for passives, he has team dash foul rate minus 2.5%. So he is really heavily leaning into rough play, which that's fine with me. You know, I don't really mind that. Unfortunately, yeah, like I said before, it seems that you cannot actually get tension anymore from using the dash tackle tension gain perk from the rough play playstyle while running a different playstyle, while running tension specifically. So I don't really know how much this is going to matter. So maybe at a later point I'll try to get a different type. Honestly, I could just try right now, to be honest, because I have a bunch of Shinsuke and Tenma spirits, and I do not care. Literally do not care about using those guys. So let me try to get like maybe a tension Professor Layton. That could be interesting. I don't know what the chances of that are. I mean, his most common type is Bond, but how many Professor Laytons can I actually buy? I can get 2 more. Okay. Actually, I can get 4, apparently. No, I can't. Oh, okay. Well, if I redeem yellow Shinsuke's, alright, I don't mind that. We can do that. We can get 4 Herschel Laytons. Also, Luke voices Pegasus Shot, Trick Ball, and Ultra Moon. Wait. Hold on, they actually gave my Goat's voice lines? I love that. I absolutely adore that. I'm so happy. It took such a long time for them to be added, but at least they're getting stuff. So that's huge. And I'm getting 4 Professor Laytons, by the way. Okay. Let's see. So, let me summon those. And then let's see if I can get a different type for Professor Layton. Spirits. Right, that's it. And then just get 4 Professor Laytons. Quick summon. Let's see. So can I get... Okay, Bond, Breach. Well. Look at that. When at 50% or higher attention, team focus, stack, and defense plus 1.7% for each charge rank up attention team build team tension plus 1.6%. That is absolutely huge. These are really good passives to have on tension players. So I'm absolutely going to take the tension Layton. Absolutely massive. Tension was nerfed, by the way. You don't generate tension when in a focus battle or in the goal area. I don't get tension from doing focus battles? Or, oh, it doesn't charge. It doesn't charge while you're, like, in a focus battle. Okay. Okay, no, that makes sense. See, that makes sense. I don't know if that's really a nerf, to be completely honest. Actually, that feels like it does balance it out. And I guess it also prevents people from just doing infinite chains in the goal area, which I have seen people do before, actually. So yeah. Leighton looks so goofy and I love it. Benny, first of all, welcome to the stream. I agree. Then again, this is literally his new model for the new game that's coming out, Professor Layton in the New World of Steam. Same for Luke. These are completely new models that they have probably ported over from the new game for Professor Layton. Because in the 3DS games, they used the old models. Luke had a completely different look to him, actually. Luke was also a bit smaller, I think. I think he's got like a normal body type in this game, but yeah, so Layton, he looks absolutely stunning. His model looks fantastically clean, and he plays only in this outfit that you see here with the top hat and the coat. He doesn't take it off. Doesn't matter if you give him a kit, if you give him boots, doesn't change. So love that, because I absolutely love Layton's outfit, and I wanted him to keep it all the way. You know, forcing him to take off his dapper coat and putting him in some corny-ass football kit. Yeah, no, didn't want to do that. But let's see, I got, yeah, there's Tension Herschel Layton, Tension Herschel Layton, and there we go. This guy, I can definitely just upgrade to Legendary, because I'm absolutely going to use a Tension Herschel Layton. So let's see, Enhance, and then we're just going to use whatever spirits we have, to be completely honest. Like, what can I use? Like, use her, whatever, use one of these, yeah. And I have enough beans for midfielders, so that's perfect. So yeah, this is going to go up to 2% once he gets both of his tension-specific passives unlocked. Which, you know, that feels pretty good, not going to lie. So, there we go. Legendary Herschel Layton, right off rip, so we can already cross off the objective for tonight, the best objective for tonight. And there it is. 150% or higher tension, team focus, attack, and defense, plus 2%, and the same for team tension going up with each charge rank for a tension build. So, yeah, again, absolutely massive. I fucking love that Professor Layton is finally here. I'm so giddy, and I'm gonna love using him in the future. But okay, that having been said, what shall we do? We were looking at the synergies, I think, and I want to have a bit more of a look at that now that I've sorted out Professor Layton and Luke. And they were not there. They were in the spirit markets, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we've looked at most of these. We looked at Protocol Omega, so that makes sense. Okay, yeah, we got Xanark and Xanakuro. This is actually tangible proof that they are not the same character. These are two different characters, entirely different characters. Xanark and Xanakuro are actually just completely different guys. Yeah, it says the Almighty Lineage, so not the same guy. Let's see, 3 convictions, it's Ares, yikes. This is pretty huge, actually, if I didn't have to use Tatsuya. More Ares, yeah, that makes sense. Orion, yikes, that's a rough one for them to include, but I suppose that also makes sense. And then we get some Victory Road, yeah. Yeah, okay. Unmei and Sakurazaki makes a little bit too much sense. The synergies are really expensive, that's true. But, yeah. It makes sense, because, like, if they give basically universal buffs to the entire team, right? That's how I understand it. And the buffs seem pretty good. I mean, it gives team shot attack plus 2%, focus attack plus 5% on my half of the pitch, and then just a raw attack and defense plus 2% up for the entire second half. So those are really good buffs for the entire team, so it makes sense that these are pretty expensive, I would say. Sakurazaki and Shinohara, Raika, with, of course, the Shunrai combo. Canis and Victoria, well. I don't even know if I have a single spirit of Canis that is not the actual Destroyers version with the glowing pink eyes. But yeah, let's see. We got the Break Team trio, sure, Inazuma Break. We got the coordinators from Season 1, the Phoenix, yeah. The Never Give Up Girls, Scars of Royal Redux. Okay, this one's pretty cool, actually. See, this is one that I could see myself running at some point, like, absolutely. Interestingly enough, this is a defense synergy, even though, well, Fudo and Sakuma were both attackers, or midfielders. And then, did they... Hold up. I heard that they changed some models. Am I seeing it right? Did they change Shin Teikoku Sakuma's model as well? Like, his skin tone looks different. But... Fates, I've done something truly awful, but as a Dutch person, you have to see it. Will you let me show it at the end of the stream? As a Dutch person specifically, Ja, dat wil ik wel zien aan het einde van de stream. Ja, dat is goed. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I'll have a look. If it's specifically tailored towards Dutch people like me, then yeah. But let's see. Yeah, there it is. There's my goat. There he is. Oh my god, hold on. The heir to Rai Rai Noodles. There he is. There he is. That's what he deserves. Hibiki Seigo and Tobitaka Seiya. Okay. But yeah, that being said, Team KP plus 2%. Team Castle Wall Defense plus 5%, and Tension Depletion minus 5%. Unironically, this sounds like a really good synergy to have. Especially for a team with 5 defenders like mine. Yeah, I mean, surely this has got to be something I run. Probably, like, I'm getting a bit of an impression of these now, getting a bit of an idea of what these synergies are all about. And it feels like these are kind of really good. So, yeah, maybe let's not use them during actual, you know, player-on-player matches. But offline, if I can get this, I will certainly use it. I'm pretty sure Fudo from Royal Redux also changed to actually look like Fudo from Royal Redux instead of the FFI version. Is that true? I mean, I feel like he looks the same. Not gonna lie. But maybe in gameplay, because I have him on one of my teams. We can have a look later. Daisuke and Okoko makes sense. Team KP plus 5%, Jesus Christ. These two, okay, interesting. Kirino and Kariya, okay. Team Castle Wall Defense plus 10%, Jesus Christ. And then, yeah, the Go managers make sense. Kageyama once again, and Hikaru Kageyama, okay, interesting. Kinako and Faye, yeah, also makes sense. Also a defensive synergy, which, yeah, okay. Yeah. Will you try the new difficulties? I will absolutely try the new difficulties. Like I said in the server as well, the Discord server that you should totally join through the link in the video description. I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me, not gonna lie, but I will try them. Because there's a lot of cool stuff behind them, I think. Shindo and Ibuki, okay, we got the Toxic Yaoi. That makes sense. This feels roughly the same as Hibiki and Tobitaka. I think there's a difference, but Nosaka, Nishikage, Ichihoshi, and Froi. Okay. Unmei and Haru, Soramiya and Shinano. Most useless story mode character and Soramiya, so love to see that. And Yagyu and Sakurazaki. Okay. And that is somehow also a defensive synergy. Again, very interesting how they've distributed these. But I'm also seeing an argument going on in the chat right now about which one came first, the Zanakuro or the Zanark. I think this is like the chicken and the egg. I don't think we're ever going to agree on this, but... Boards of Privilege is pretty insane, but well, fact of the matter is they both have rich fathers, rich parents, so makes perfect sense to have this name, I think. And then Pillars of Perfect Football, and yet, they lose against, what do they call it again? Nagumohara. Yeah, exactly. Okay, but that is that. That is a spirit market, so those are the synergies. Now, there are new arms as well, Keshin arms. I don't know that there are different Miximaxes, probably not. So where can I actually check the... I don't think I can I see like the arms somewhere? That's a question that I have currently. Though I suppose I would probably just have to use the Keshins. But press X 3 times. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see. Ah, okay, that makes sense. So, oh, interesting. This grandfather kid can also armorify Brynhilder. Okay, hold up. That's interesting. Fake Tsurugi can now armorify Lancelot. I think he might have been able to do so before. It would make sense if he's perfectly copying Tsurugi, but that's funny. Somioka, yeah, that makes sense. He had this in the Chronostone game, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Okay, so basically, I think some of these were not armorifiable before, so it's cool to see that their inherent users can now do that, at least. Yeah, okay. Here's Trickster. This is what I was talking about. Mako can armorify Trickster, which is so interesting because I'm not sure if she gets it in like the Go games, but that's certainly interesting to see that they're giving kid Mako something in the way of a cash-in. I know that adult, or at least, you know, older Mako in the Go games had Matis, I think the cash-in was called. So that was also pretty out of the blue, out of nowhere. But Hocus Pocus stonks that as well. Let's see, Chimera, yeah, that's one of the defenders from the Wolf team. Yeah, we've been talking about this last stream, I think, when I actually did the Lunar Howl hero battle. Garo can armorify this. Huge! I'm using Garo on the Delinquent team, so actually love to see that, I'm not gonna front. And then holy fucking shit. A grand total of 6 people can armorify White Pawn. Which makes sense because all of these guys have it on Dragon Link. But yeah. Scramjet, okay, all of these make sense because like these are all of their inherent users, I'm pretty sure. So there's no real surprises here, to be completely honest. Yeah, same with the chest spirits. I mean, Dragon Link had all the chest spirits at their disposal, so these make sense as well. They were all able to armorify them in the anime and in the games, so that makes sense. Somni mentioned, hold up, huge Somni mention. Somni can armorify Phantasma, okay. And I mean, yeah, most of these make sense. Like, there's none of these that really stand out to me as being especially out there. Yuichi can armorify, he already could, so Bata 2, and Bata 3 can now all armorify Athena, which probably they could already. Venom can armorify this one, I remember him having this one. He actually voices something for this cash-in as well. I think he mentions, he voices the move, the cash-in move, which is kind of crazy. And then for the rest, yeah, I think this all makes sense. No armorify on the Victory Road spirits, I suppose, which is kind of a shame. Like, why are you not able to do that? And the rest of these... I don't know that I've ever seen armorified Arthur, to be completely honest, so that would be interesting to have a look at. And yeah, then we get to the totems. I think there's a few more cash-ins after this that were added, like, more recently. Yeah, okay. So... Zhuge okay. Who the fuck is Brad? That's one of... Okay, I guess that's one of the vampires. That's my best guess right now. Mako, adult Mako can in fact armorify Matis. Okay, interesting. And they'll being able to armor Majin the Great is new. Actually, you're right about that. I think. I know he was able to do it in Chronostones, but... Merfe with Argentia. Yeah. Okay. That'll... Well... okay, Shura armorifying Rock is interesting. I didn't think he had this. Same with like Rasetsu having Firebird, but okay. Zeik? Holy shit, W Zeik mention? Zeik can armorify Leon, okay. Nikkei... Okay, fair enough. Chroma. So like the vampire guys and the werewolf guys are all gonna get some stuff, I think. They all had cash-ins in the games after all. Kukulkan, yeah. This guy's just called Sync. That's awesome. W Sync. Tuli. Shout out to the Polish people. Tuli. Hams can armorify Trigger. I wish I was able to armorify Trigger, not gonna lie. And Demogorgon, Korokorogon. Okay, this one's funny. I respect this one a lot, actually. I respect them giving fuck-ass Janitor the Janitor an armorified Keshin. To be fair... Actually, nothing to be fair. I don't have anything to add. This is funny. Mecha Ando armorifies the stationary W. He could probably do that before already. Nah. Ain't no way Daisy is armorifying Daji. Is that... There's no way. There's absolutely zero way that Daisy is armorifying Daji. Oh my fucking god, man. Okay, Megane armorifies Las Vegas. Yeah, that's true. He does get that. He does get that. And then, yeah, more of the chest spirits. Interestingly enough, the black chest spirits actually are not used by Dragon Link, so there's not like a gazillion people who can armorify them. No one actually armorifies Queen, which is interesting. And then there's more totems. And let's see. Still no armorifies for the, yeah, for Victoria either. Okay. That's interesting. Well, those are all interesting additions. A few interesting new ones. Janitor being able to armorify a goalkeeper cash-in. Daisy, of all characters, and young Mako. Child Mako. Yeah, that is all very interesting to see, I'm not going to lie. But okay, I think with that being said, I did advertise it on the thumbnail for the stream. We're gonna have a bit of a look at the Chronicle mode, at the Unmei Chronicle. It's most likely not going to be anything, like, exceptionally new. It might not even be new at all, but we're just gonna have a look, because I don't know what to expect. And I just want to have a look at new content. New, quote-unquote, of course. Heavy quotation marks. Stupid question, did they ever patch in that Mecha Endo comes with the Stationer Spirit, or do I need to buy it separately for my Robo Endo? I don't think he comes with it, so you have to buy it separately. I'm not sure if they ever patched it. I can't imagine they did. I don't think they retroactively patch in spirits for people that had them. But yeah, it's a shame, because he did have it in the anime, of course, and in the games, but you will probably have to buy it separately. Yeah, still. Since also he doesn't have a hero version, Mecha Endo doesn't have a hero version, so yeah, he wouldn't get it inherently. But okay, here are the two new difficulties. We got Ultra Hero Battle and Legend Showdown, which you only unlock after beating the Ultra Hero Battle, which is capped at level 99. And apparently, what I heard is, and I see it at the bottom of the screen now, is you can actually check no drops for owned heroes. So you will not drop heroes that you already have, which hypothetically makes dropping heroes a lot easier. And I've heard that the drop rates have also been upped, like, quite a bit. Yeah, so they're now up by quite a bit. Regular drop rate, I suppose, is like 1/3%, and now it is about 1%. So, okay, there's a legendaries. Sorry, I was looking at like alpha again, and I was like, wow, that is just no, it is not even 1%. Sorry, I'm tripping balls. This is not 1%. It's still behind the comma. Thrown off by the dot. We always use commas here for decimals, but it is still yeah, significant hike, of course, in drop rate. With the legendaries now sporting, yeah, 0.1%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot better than, you know, 1/3 of 1/10%. So, also quickly gonna close the shutters. It is getting dark, but I will keep talking to you because I can just do that. It's been a very depressing day in the Netherlands today, not going to lie. It has been raining pretty much all day, so I hope the weather's been better over at your places. My parents are currently in Italy, where the weather is a lot better. The sun is shining. It's like 25, 26 degrees, which is a lot better. Over here it's like 13 and raining. So classic Netherlands summer, I have to say. But overall, I mean, it's not been a bad day. It's not been a bad day. I did oversleep in the morning, which was a little unfortunate, but might get into that later. For now, what is important is that we have this. We have the new difficulties. The new difficulties have higher drop rates for heroes and for legendary characters, I suppose. So, love to see that. But, that having been said, I'm kind of curious. Do like all the teams start capped at level 99 for Ultra Hero? Oh, yes, they do. Oh boy. Oh boy. A difficulty spike from level 51 to level 99. Incredible. The one time I'm in the south of the country, it's non-stop rain. Yeah, you picked a really bad time to come here, not going to lie. Are you permanently becoming FatesFanboy? I have never been FatesFanboy. I'm dressed as the goat, the one and only, the Hoshi Mikana, and that is how you will address me. I'm just kidding, I'm not that big of a LARPer, But you know what? I think this is representative for Victory Road, for me actually playing Victory Road, you know. I can represent the best character from the game. And actually, you know, have kind of a theme going, I suppose. Yeah, maybe. I like this outfit. It's kind of chill, actually. These bracelets are not that comfortable, but, well, they have style, at least. I kind of like it. Hoshi has style, you know? And it's certainly a good thing that she wears short sleeves and also just short pants. It's a lot better to stream in summer, not gonna lie. Play against Ultra Hero Teikoku, I have heard. Okay. That is an appeal that I will reject for now. I'm going to quickly see what the Victory Road route entails and get my cursor off screen for you all. Okay, so I guess this is West Manor. Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, okay, this is really just... It's pretty short, actually. Which I guess makes sense. This is like 6 teams in all, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the entire route, from the looks of it. Which, well, it makes sense, because the Victory Road, when you think about it, was... Or the story mode, when you think about it, was really not that long, to be completely honest. The training sections were very long, but that was mostly just grinding. So, I feel like we probably could plow through this, to be completely honest. But let's start with this, for the time being. They also have Ultra Hero Battles and Legend Showdowns. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Like, I wonder what kind of... Because the Legend Showdowns... What I've seen from the screenshots, the official screenshots, is that these difficulties include teams that only appeared in the DS games. So you're gonna have random teams like Another Chaos, Fallen Zeus, I guess maybe like young Inazuma, like the young veterans. So I don't know what they're really going to offer for Victory Road for these, not going to lie. Could be that we play, hopefully, if they are good to us. Maybe we could play against, like, Victory Road Hakuran, well, we did play against them. Or Victory Road... I would love to see Victory Road Omihara. I just don't know if it's feasible. Because I don't think they added any new characters in this patch, except for Professor Layton and Luke, so... But yeah, okay. Let's actually just try. Let's do the Chronicle battle against West Manor. Well, well, well. Select your team. Well, fellas, I feel like there's a certain option here that feels just a bit better than the rest of them. Not going to completely lie to you. Not gonna lie. Yeah, Team A is like the least appealing to me, personally, because like none of the characters that I picked off rip are in here. But there are 3 that I picked in this one, actually. There's Tetsugoto, I think that's his name, and then there's the wolf guy and the samurai girl. But, of course, Team B. Team B has the guy with the glasses and the undisputed GOAT of Victory Road, Mikana Hoshi. We gotta go with Team B, surely. This will also allow me to actually use some characters that I wanted to pick, such as the chill surfer guy, and the girl that looks really standard, like really simple, but is kind of cute. And I guess the guy who likes rock climbing, so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, Mikana Hoshi, like, it's just too easy, actually. So let's see, Hoshi has been pitched, you'll love to see that. But yeah, okay, we have to play this one again. This was a really tough first match to play, actually, story-wise. Because you need to score 4 goals in the second half. Okay, we have a bit of Victorio, of V storyline, prior to the Victory Road story, I suppose. So let's have a bit of a look. I have also had an appeal to skip the cutscenes. I will do that because we have, of course, seen all of them already during the course of the playthrough, of the main playthrough, so we don't have to see those again. There's nothing new here. It's pretty interesting that they're continuing with this shtick as well, because, like, it felt as though the story had been resolved with, like, the Destroyers and the Mind Eaters, but I guess there wasn't really a definitive ending to it, so they still have some wiggle room for the story. Like, I don't really know what they're going to do with this, but I can't really see how this plays into the story anymore, you know? only watch the one cutscene in the Eastwind match that has Maribel in it. I can be pandered to, Panda. I can in fact be pandered to. So I might. Shocker, he can't play? No, we knew that. That he sure did. Frankly, yeah, I mean, that's what we've been saying. Like, Unmei, in terms of characterization, he kind of gets to the point where he rivals Ando as a character, as a main character, not going to front. What if we can use Unmei after beating the Chronicle? I would love to see that. I don't think it's going to happen for the continuity of, like, the storyline. Because they have been teasing that Unmei, or, like, there's going to be a second part to the Victory Road story, right? With, like, an international arc. I think they might just want to keep Unmei, like, well, for lack of a better term, handicapped for that part of the story as well. So I don't really know what the timeline is for that, so... Plenty of options. It would be really cool to see, to be fair. Faye is back. W Faye. Okay.
今でも悲しみに暮れている人たちがいる。さらにクロニクルルートの解明が進めば、その人たちを取り戻すことができるかもしれない。
Aha. So this is a post-conclusion storyline where they're going to try to get back the people that were erased. Okay. That's actually interesting. I like that.
ササナミ運命のルートをクロニクルにしっかりと刻み込むことができれば、ヒストリーはさらにいい状態に変化する可能性がある。 多くの人を救える可能性があるならやってみます。ああ、頼んだぞ、B。
There we go. Back into the cyber realm.
じゃあ行くよ。ササナミ運命の世界へ。
All right. Walk in. I mean, this we have all seen. Can I skip this? I can't skip this. Yeah, that's fine. Like, we have seen literally all of this from the actual story mode. I mean, I like watching the actual cutscenes, but we've seen this. Like, this is not new content. So let's actually get to the gameplay part. I like the lore that his tiny shoulders disabled boy has such an edgy hate for football he obscured an entire route on his own. Unmei really is just that powerful, apparently. But yeah, again, nothing new here, so we're going to skip through all that. We're going to get to the gameplay. And these matches, I don't really know how long these are going to take, to be honest. But it's kind of nostalgic to be... Nostalgic is weird, right? Because this game has been out for half a year. A bit longer. But I am already kind of nostalgic for the story mode of Victory Road, not gonna lie. Like, all these guys just were so fun. Okay. Well, we know the story, of course. We got scored on 3 times by Ando Haru, so we can't really do anything against that. Shiai kaishi desu! We know what this is. Again, can't really do anything. Cut them off, Yagyu says. But yeah. Hitotsu. That's it. The only, technically, Hisatsu to not have typography. In this game, at the very least. It is actually not the only Hisatsu in the Inazuma 11 franchise to not have typography, even though it's categorized as an entirely separate move. There is Final Tornado, which they use in the anime in the Zeus match in the first season. That he is, Momochi, that he is. They literally copy-pasted the story mode stuff and added a dollop of Victoria. Well, that sounds about right. I mean, that's really just how these Chronicle routes are designed. Of course, Hoshi popping the fuck off, that makes sense. First interaction with the ball, by the way. And she absolutely styles on everyone. Oh yeah, and I actually have objectives now again. I need to be wary of that. I'm not used anymore to having actual objectives, so... Okay, that's a 2-0. And I think the first half just immediately ends once we get scored on 3 times, right? So it may just be in our best interest to lose the ball immediately. Because yeah, I'm certainly not winning this. So he's passing to Haru. Haru's gonna jump over everyone and past everyone. He tots once again. And that is the 3-0 for West Manu. Which is fine. This is fine. And the first half ends. Yeah, that makes sense. Imagine they make Final Tornadoes an overburst. I would love that. I would love that. Final Tornadoes should have been an overburst, that's for sure. Just, you know, chain... Yeah, the Phoenix. It's a Fire Tornado. Or like, yeah, Fireball Screw, but they didn't have Fireball Screw at that point, so Fire Tornado. That would have been so cool. I would have loved that. Okay, that's the first half. So yeah, the Chronicle parts of these matches are at least going to be pretty fast. Because we can skip through all the cutscenes as well. We don't really need to see any of that. Okay. Now we can use all of our Hisatsu, finally. We're lifting the ban on Hisatsu moves. Let's go. Yagyu! Shiraishi, holy shit, and Shiraishi mentioned? No way. Okay, we can finally do stuff. Can I chain to anyone? Could I chain to Hoshi? Imagine. Oh, Raika? She's offside. She is 100% offside. I can go to Sakurazaki. Let's do that. Tenku Sanda! We can finally get to hear these as well. We can finally hear the moves being used again. And these guys do not have defensive moves. The goalkeeper has a goalkeeper move, of course. Stillness Sweat, I think. But yeah. We should at the very least be able to score pretty consistently against these guys, so... Could also do Final Tornado with the Pegasus and Back Tornado. That sounds pretty cool, like a blue Final Tornado. Okay, so we scored. That's pretty good. Scored our first point. 3 more to go. Mikana Hoshi mentioned. Holy shit, she said something. Oh wait, I have a shot on this guy as well. That's true. He has Flying Marlin. Wait, I can definitely abuse that. Hold on. Go to Raika. Flying Marlin. And let's see, I can use Guru Guru shot. Okay, hold on. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're back with all the classics from Victory Road. Yup. Okay, that tones it down a little bit. He uses the Hisatsu. That's gonna stop it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've got plenty of time in this second half. And we got the ball back already. So that's the nerdy captain that Lucas has been mentioning. We got Beans. And Hoshi. If only Hoshi was a bit further up there. That's okay. I'll just have Sakurazaki score. And actually, now that I kind of know how the mechanics of the game work, how the game actually functions as a whole, it's going to be a lot easier to score 4 goals on these guys. But still, as the very first match you play in the story mode proper for this game, like if you're a first-time player, it's an absolutely daunting task. But, wow. Actually, reliving this is pretty cute. And now all the scouts are speaking. Hoshi already spoke, of course, because she's much more important than whoever the fuck those random guys are. But of course, Hoshi in this incarnation, my incarnation, does not have a shot. So let's chip him down with Kisoji. Kisoji does have elemental advantage. So that's 180 down. It's pretty solid. And we got the ball back immediately. Okay. So now what? I could just play to Kisoji, honestly. I could chain with Kisoji. Not gonna lie. Being the owner of Macaroni Spaghetti who has never been scored on before a match with Japan would be so much aura. Yeah, if only that were true. If only that were true. Actually, no, I don't want that to be a timeline in which we live. I don't want macaroni spaghetti to be a competent move. And there's a 3-3, by the way. We are coming back. And in fact, we are winning this match. We have the entire... We have half of the second half still left to score a 4th goal. So that should be perfectly doable. Also, does Issei already have... He has answer boost. Hold on. We could cook. We could cook. Let's send everyone up. Hoshi's going up there. Hoshi is in fact up there. Hold on. Hoshi's up there. We're gonna cook. Watch this shit. Answer boosto. Wait, I think I just actually used... I used Gonoi-san, didn't I, with Sakurazaki? No, I didn't. Hold on. We're back. Hold up. Hold up. It's gonna be her time. We're gonna have her score the winning goal. Gonoi-san. Lock the fuck in, Hoshi. Come on, 517. This should be more than enough. Even with stillness sweat. Yes! Yes! Lock in. Opa! Mikana Gochi. Hoshi, short for holy shit, by the way. Holy shit, what a goated character. And yeah, we're up. We're up 4-3. And I mean, we have 1 more minute left, but it's like, are we gonna do anything with this? We could, potentially. If I'm fast enough. We could get the 5-3, possibly. Hold on. We go bounce shot with Sakurazaki. It's been a while since I saw that, not gonna lie. Let me do... I think I can squeeze out 1 more. I'm not gonna lie. Tenku-sanda! Yep, and a Guru shot. Hold on. Okay, Kisoji's moved back, which is kind of unfortunate, not gonna lie. Guru shooter! Cool ass pose as well. And then a bounce shot. Does this? Let's see if this nerfs it. It does! Interesting, okay. So even at this low power, a regular, like, skill shot like that does actually diminish the power. That's interesting. But okay, unfortunately Hoshi was a little bit too far back to score once again, but she scored the winning goal and that's all that matters. So that's the first match, that's the first Chronicle match against West Manor. There's Hoshi, there's the goat. So yeah, I mean, pretty solid. I mean, that's a fun one to actually revisit now that I understand how the game works. Toitaka, drop Hoshi, this is absolute cinema. These matches... This first match has been absolute cinema already. Like, it's beautiful. I couldn't ask for anything better. Alright, but yeah, I guess the skill shots are... Yeah, they have lost all their value, unfortunately. Because it's like, you're not going to use something that diminishes your power just for a curve that goes like... A curve that maybe goes like this. Like, it goes straight first and then it starts to curve. Yeah, it's useless. Same with the chip shot. The chip shot, like, could still be useful to chip over walls, I suppose, but, like, if it's really gonna bring down the power, then we don't want any of that. Interesting, but the route unlock battle is level 93. So I have to imagine that once we go up to rare drop and hero as well, we're gonna really get up to level 98, level 99 possibly. But yeah, okay. First and foremost, West Manor. Free match. Now, I think on most of these matches, especially the route unlock ones, even though they're level 83, like mid-80s, maybe even high 80s, we can pretty easily get the advantage win here. Especially if we just use the main team. Chip is still kind of good since it can guarantee your shot connecting. I mean, that I can see. That I can see. There's definitely an argument to be made for chip shot. I think much less so for curve shot and power shot and such. But there is certainly an argument for chip shot still. I agree on that one. My cursor is on screen. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Proper first match. With the full main team, with Herschel Layton on the bench. And now let's see. Yeah, okay, so I didn't get tension from using a dash tackle, so that's been confirmed, I suppose. With the tension playstyle, you do not get tension using dash tackles anymore. So that takes away half of the fun of the playstyle for me, not gonna lie. But well. I guess that's just something I'll have to live with, unfortunately. Power shot, quote unquote, and it makes your shot weaker. Yeah. Like, same with chip shot. I'm kind of against using it currently, so I think I'll just do a regular chain shot, because that gives me 1300 extra power. I don't need the chip. Okay. Burning catch. Interesting. Now, this guy, poor guy, was born as a wind element player, so the silly space twins will absolutely massacre him. So we're gonna just make sure that happens real quick. Bullhorn's tactic. Bold, to be sure. Not that I care. Give me that shit, chief. So yeah, I guess, like, there's no reason, there's no incentive for me to do dash tackles anymore. So I guess I can take those passives off pretty soon as well. Now, there is still the argument to be made that having a lower foul chance still works out, especially for sliding tackles and such. But, yeah, those are all things that I think we're just gonna have to figure out as we go, to be completely honest. Like, these are unfortunate developments. I don't really understand why level 5 would do this. Like, I don't think... Tension is good, of course. Everyone's running tension. But is it really the rough play part of tension that's making tension so broken? Like, I doubt it. I think they made a step in the right direction by actually not making the tension bar, like, fill up during focus battles and in the goal area. In the focus zone, as it were. But, you know, I don't know why they would punish actually using, you know, rough play passives in a tension playstyle. But okay, Gold Sakurazaki, just raw outclassing him with a regular shot. Yeah, this is going to be one of the easiest Route Unlock matches we've played yet. It's been 9 minutes and I've scored 3 goals, by the way. What am I going to do for the rest of this match? Look, I'm just going to run up with Sakurazaki, and I'm going to pop a cavalry advance, and I'm going to score a 4th goal, and it will have been like 10 minutes. You need to find the focus spot, and then, yeah. Okay, well, this one is actually not going in. Fair play by the defense. Never mind, it's going in. Never mind. Absolute cinema. It's been 10 minutes, and I scored 4 times, so, yeah. Okay. Score with Mika Nahoshi or check out Professor Layton. Professor Layton's level 1. He's gonna level up soon though, and then I might actually give him a look. Well, I will give him a look. I've seen an appeal to score with Hoshi, so I'm gonna try that. Let's see, I do not have any tension whatsoever though, so it's gonna make it a little tough. Not gonna front. And I did fumble that, not gonna lie. Yarasenai! Okay, there we go. Now I got a bit of tension. About time. Thieves' Eye. Okay, interesting. Also, I think the requirement for actually gaining levels, like charge levels for the tension playstyle, it requires more tension usage now. You need to use 50% of your tension gauge, which is 150, I think. Per charge, so it's quite a significant hike as well. Oh yeah, there's Endeavor Run. Okay, I can just power block this, I think. This shouldn't be an issue. Yeah. Okay, and then let me play it back to Hoshi. Like, we can just play around for a little bit. I need Hoshi to move up, that's what I need. Actually, that means we will play against a team with Yashiro again as well, which was a really cool team to face, to be completely honest. Okay, we're here. Hoshi is here. I can use Amp Beat, Rock and Roll Beat. Rock and Roll Beat! And then let's see. I have a bit of tension. Let's see. Sakurazaki probably has Gonoi Sen by this point, so I can chain it back to Hoshi. Start with a Headbanger. Yeah, I can even use Shinrai. So let me do that, actually. That's much cooler. Shinrai with Ryugal. Play it back to Hoshi, and then score the 5th goal with Hoshi. Better than Aggressive Beat? Absolutely, Nico. Absolutely agree with you. Rock and Roll Beat. Aggressive Beat wishes it was Rock and Roll Beat. Like, I'm just saying. We got 5,000 attack power. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for the GOAT Mika Nahoshi. Yep. And that's a 5-0. So yeah, we don't really need to do anything else here. We didn't need to do anything else since the 10th minute of this game, which is kind of ludicrous to think about, but hey, that's how the dice fall, I suppose. I could farm out focus battles to get rewards, but like, what rewards am I going to get here? Like blue players? I mean... Okay, the purple coach, like, do I really care? Why would I want this coach? Why would I want any of these nerds? Like, I've dropped this guy 2 times already. I don't think I'm gonna care the second time either, but... Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna get anything especially interesting from these matches. Especially since I do have most of the Victory Road players that I want by this point. Let's see. Let's just score 1 more goal, just for good measure. Aggressive beat walks so that rock and roll beat could run. That is certainly true. I will give you that. Okay, so hold on. So we're going to do Meteor Blade Ares with Ryugal, and then the explosion with Gandaras, which should lead into a stab Cosmic Blaster with Gandaras. I'm going to dip because my phone's dying. Perfectly fine, Alan. Perfectly fine. Charge that thing, and then if you come back later, we'll be happy to have you. Take care, mate. Yeah, that is just a 7.5k Cosmic Blaster. And now it's 9k. But he saved it, because this game hates me. Okay, noted. That's great. Love to see that. So, even though the game mechanics have changed slightly, the cocking factor is still there. It's still pretty actively there, but yeah. High five for Hoshi. Love that. Okay. Professor Layton, what level will you reach, good man? Level 72 from 1 match. Beautiful. Sabaki no Tetsui, winning logic, and then a dribble and a shot slot for Illusion Ball and for Excalibur, I suppose. Okay, seasonal players. I got Freud, that's pretty cool. A Pirate Guy and Kabiyama. And then, whatever this is, Charged Cloud Charm. 5 Bone Stars, because, okay, this is a new match that I'm playing, I suppose. So that makes sense. A Victory Stone, Victory Crate, and Beans. Okay. Pretty cool. The game loves you, what do you mean? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, I'm sure. It boosts 3 stats. Okay. 3 stats? Jesus Christ. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Oh, Ji-chan! This is what they use to time jump in Chrono Stones. I think, at least.
Sasanami Unmei とその仲間たちの思い出がギュッと詰まっているんだね。
なあ、B、私にも触らせてくれ。
Do not give it to Wonderbar, bro. Do not give it to Wonderbar.
やだよ。大事なものなんだ。
Ah, he knows. V knows. And once again, we're back to the classic timeline of bashing on Wonderbar. Awesome. Okay, so it really does this look like, you know, story mode with V flavor text. Which, you know, that's fine. I guess that's just how it is. So Northbright is up next. Well. Soramiya. We are back once again. But, let me have a quick look at what the charm does that I just got. Kick, control, and technique plus 25. So this is just the perfect equipment for forwards, for strikers. So I'm just putting this on Sakurazaki. Like, that's what I'm gathering from this. Like, this is like the easiest equip on Sakurazaki ever. Okay. Great. Love that. I mean, that's... sure. If I can get more of those, I absolutely love that. Yeah. Also, here's Professor Layton. I gotta give Professor Layton the Professor Layton accessory, surely. I don't think the stats are good for Professor Layton, but, like, it has to be done. Surely. But okay. Play the first Royal match on Ultra Legendary. Brother, I don't think I'm ready. I need to prepare mentally. Okay, here's the thing. What if we do like half of the Victory Road Chronicle, and then I move over to the higher difficulty matches? Then I try an Ultra Hero match, and maybe even like whatever the highest difficulty is. You're ready? Trust me? I need a little bit more time to prepare mentally, mate. A little bit more time. Spoko. Spoko. Let's do part of this for now, because I don't want to have to do all of this like next stream. Let's just do half of this now, 4 matches, and then the rest of it we'll do next stream. And then once we get to the halfway point, I think it's gonna be what's it gonna be? I don't even know. Like Northbride, Royal Academy or some shit. I don't know. But we're gonna get to the halfway point. Once again, I can choose. Once again, the choice couldn't be clear. B team. It's B team all the way. What the fucking Nagimohara B every single time. No questions asked. And okay, I remember this match. This is the match in which we finally get to use Sunrai, I think for the first time. We have to wait until the second half to actually use it. Ogarnieshto, Ogarnieme. No, we're not gonna do that again. We're not gonna do that again. Let's see here. Yeah, so we have to wait until the second half here to actually do anything, I think. Because, like, the pitch is what? Is that this match? I feel like that's this match. Not gonna lie. The Ultra Hero matches are mostly doable. The one above that is borderline impossible. Okay. Okay, well, that's good to know. Yeah, okay, this is the one where you use Shinra. Yeah, this is the one with the muddy pitch. So we can't do anything until the second half. Noted. Okay. Complete a focus battle against Soramiya. Can do. So, yeah. It's actually... It really is kind of getting to me that I have to do objectives again. Like, I'm not used to doing this. I'm used to just playing free matches by this point, but... Okay, 3-pronged attack, Claymore, and another one, right? Shinano sideline spears. Okay, so they're just doing 3 things all at once. Yeah, that's right. And we can't really do anything against this. So, yeah, I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Yes. Yami and Nico, you should give in. Ogarnieme! Ogarnieme Jomek! But yeah, there's nothing I can do against Soramiya, of course, with Sunshine. Oh, never mind, I can. Hold up. Spoke before my turn, clearly. I can actually do stuff here. I forget that I can actually just do that. I can, however, not win focus battles, so that's gonna be pretty rough. So eventually, we will be scored on, not gonna front. I think I was also not supposed to get scored on, not gonna lie. Well, I don't think I will be if I play this right. Hold on. If I have... Okay, yeah, that'll just do it. You'll get it. So now we just have to take shots. Of water? At the goal? Oh, fucking thumb guy, bro. I lose against thumb guy, of course I do. Realistically, I would never lose against thumb guy's fat ass. He's not catching up to anyone, but... See, I would love to take a shot. Ooh, okay, they gave Hoshi Spark Edge Dribble. Interesting. She's not gonna win this, but... Because, yeah, they have plot armor. Hoshi is so small, you don't even see her face through the blue. That's so rough. Can I? No, because I lose guaranteed to Overglow. The smallest sound, bro. Okay, this is a cutscene again. Yeah, I forget. We don't need the cutscenes. We know what the strategy is, man. You can use Keyman Lockdown, and I have to use it, I suppose. Let's see. There we go. Use it on Soramiya. That's right. And now they're forced to change strategy. But Shinano has his own formation for some reason, because they love pretending that he's relevant. So yeah, we're gonna do that instead. Take shots is still an objective, which we're not gonna do for a while. But we got Hoshi here to defend. And do you really need anything else once you've got Hoshi here in defense? Patriot shot is cute. I don't actually know if we can do anything against this. We can, in fact. Okay, so I'll be fine here, actually. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. No stress. Their offense is fierce, yeah, but their offenders are just not really that smart, not gonna lie. Okay, we're here. Lock in. Dude, I'm taking shots. I'm finally taking shots. Good shit. Now, the goalkeeper's not gonna take damage in the first half because he has this. He has Gravity Desert. So yeah, he's invincible for the first half. So we can take shots, but it's not gonna do anything. Oh, but I can actually win focus battles now, so that's huge. I can win against some guy, so even better. Hoshi! I love when Hoshi has voice lines, because, like, I don't know why she has them. I don't know why she should have them. I don't know why any of the scouts should have them, to be honest. But I love that they do. Of course, I love that they do. Okay, I've taken 2 shots, so I think that's enough to advance the story. Even though this is actually a pretty cool cutscene, and we're gonna watch it again, because we have already seen it. Sakurazaki being really pissed that they can't use Shinrai yet, but they have to wait until the second half for the mud to dry so they can actually use the dust effect from the mud to effectively use Shinrai. So now, in the second half, we can start popping off. Complete a focus battle. Lock in. I think I lose this. Especially if he uses Grand Glow over Glow, but I think I would have lost this guaranteed anyway. Obagro! So yeah, that's that. No! Dude, I forget. No! No, Kisoji! Fuck, man, what the hell? That's gotta be a red card for Sonomiya. It's gotta be. You can't injure the goat Kisoji like that. Okay, but he's fine. I gotta play to Sakurazaki, and I gotta use Shunrai. It's time. It is finally time. And actually, you know what? Maybe we will just watch this cutscene because this one's kind of peak. Not gonna lie. Look the fuck in! Shunrai! Yeah, goes hard. Aura. He didn't even see it coming. Goalkeeper did not even see it coming. Perchance the hardest moment in the Victory Road story mode. Harder than Haru Ando jumping from a helicopter and sailing down by parachute to the pitch. And now you can actually bring the heat to Northbright. We don't actually have to wait anymore. We don't have to hold back. So we can just do whatever we want. Do we ever use Shinrai again? Well, we can't, so the answer to that is no. But I can play to Yagyu. Go to Sin. It's cute that Raika actually says Hitsatsu before she does a move. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I've always liked that detail. Like, she's so happy to finally be using a move, you know? It's just like saying in English, I'm using a move! Well, honestly, if I could use stuff like this in real life, I would probably be saying that shit out loud as well. Like, holy shit. If I can conjure up an entire desert just in front of me just by existing, like, yeah, I'd be popping off too. Okay, and that's the 2-0. The goat Jinai low-key felt bad, gave them a goal. Yeah, it gave me 2 goals even. I do like Jinai though. I should have made Jinai the secondary character for this team, and not Shinano. Like, Shinano does jack shit. Anyway, goodbye. Play to Yagyu again. I did play to Yagyu again. However, I don't have any tension to do anything with Yagyu, so let me just do Hisatsu. Guru Guru Shita! I forget how cool Guru Guru's shot actually is. Like, the choreography for it is actually brilliant. I love my Victory Road Haruka Kiritani. So real. So real. You would almost forget that they have the same voice actor. No, that's a really cool detail as well. And once again, Hoshi shows up, of course. Come on. MVP, of course. She didn't score a single goal, but always the MVP. Undisputed. And that's Northbound. I mean, these matches, actually, like, once you really start getting into them... We dropped Hoshi again. Absolutely beautiful. Once you really start looking into these matches, they're really not that long. Like, most of it is just one half, because they cut off the other half for, you know, getting scored on, or just absolutely road rolling the opposing team, absolutely steamrolling the opposing team. But yeah, we won. Mika Nagochi really is out here wrecking house. It's so true. It's so real. And okay, these guys are level 83 as well, but that shouldn't be an issue. You know what? I can use Professor Layton in this match, actually. I can use Professor Layton in the place of Kusaka for this match. Let's see. Let me use Professor Layton in place of Kusaka. I mean, surely. Dude, I want to hear him voice stuff. I want to hear Professor fucking Layton voice stuff. Mans is literally just pulling up here in his full-ass jacket and top hat. This guy may just have the most aura. There he is. There he is. There he comes, bro. There he comes in his full-ass coat and top hat. It's awesome. It's beautiful. They should do more characters like this. You think he says... Ine. Dude, yes, he says stuff. Bro, it's awesome. Dude, he wins. Dude, he's just too good. The fact that he has voice lines is it's brilliant. Like, I'm so giddy because of this, for no reason. A fucking adult dressed in a coat playing football with teens. Peak. Literally. You gotta realize the realm that we're in currently, right? So we're playing football with not just Professor Layton, grown-ass man, grown-ass university professor of archaeology, but also with aliens, people from the future, people from the past. Inazuma 11 is the most batshit franchise ever, and it is absolutely awesome. Claymore. Okay, I see you. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna absolutely pulverize these guys, first and foremost, and then we're gonna try out Professor Layton for a little bit. Okay, never mind. We're getting outplayed by Overglow somehow. Okay, actually, it's time. Hold on. Can I? With Hoshi! With Hoshi! The greatest aura ever conceived. Holy fucking shit. Winning logic. It's absolute cinema. It's absolute cinema. It is absolute fucking cinema. This is insane. I'm losing my mind. Professor Layton and Mikana Hoshi doing winning logic together is the greatest aura move I have ever seen in Victory Road. And this game has been out for almost a year. Holy fucking peak. Enough to make a grown man cry. Brother, you don't even know. You don't even know. Now I have to give Professor Layton Illusion Ball and Excalibur. It's true. I think I should have a manual for Illusion Ball. Surely we should have had it at some point. But yeah. The fact that he voices Excalibur is insane. Anyone approach me? So I can get some tension because I can't get it from tackling people anymore, so... Okay, so I need to lean more. Okay, so if I'm going to, like, change movesets on my players, I think I'm going to have to lean, unfortunately, more into just the raw tension gain from focus battles, because I can't get it passively anymore by just bashing into people. Which, again, kind of sucks. Takes away half of the fun of the gameplay, but... Speaking of characters finally having voice lines, my boy Sun from the Go-To movie finally isn't mute anymore. I remember Sun, yeah. He had stuff voiced in Strikers, that's true. I'm pretty sure that he voiced Plasma Ball, right? He voiced Plasma Ball and probably some other Protocol Omega move. I'm pretty sure I had another Protocol Omega move, but Judge through on Hoshi for override Judge through 3. Nico, my goat. That is the best idea I've heard all night, not gonna lie. Now that I'm actually going to be using Leighton on the team, having Judge Through on Hoshi makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. And then the override, that's true. Dude, I love that. But is it Judge Through... Do I need like a specific Judge Through for it? Or is it any Judge Through? Also, Sun had Plasma Ball, Magnet Draw. I was gonna say Magnet Draw, but I wasn't sure. And Evolution, okay. Evolution, really? Also, this guy voices Shot Pocket, apparently, which I didn't know. Also pretty cool. Just Judge Through one? Okay. We could cook with that. Hold on. That means I'll have to take off either a level of Rock and Roll Beat or, like, Menacing Glare. Both of which are fine, I guess. Yeah, I can live with both of those. Professor Layton just running there. It's insane. It's insane that he's actually in the game and that he's doing stuff. And that he's just... You can't change his outfit either. Oh, look, Shinano. No way. Let's see. Now... Let's see. Okay. The explosion! You know, Hoshi is so good that she just kicks everyone and puts them on the ground. It's true. They do say that. Okay, so now this is a prime example of not... the tension not recharging in the focus zone. Because yeah, the bar was not going up. I was trying to wait for the overburst Cosmic Blaster, but wasn't doing it. So, in a sense, that is a good change again. It really does balance out the playstyle a lot. At the same time, kind of sad in this specific instance. Let's see. Do we still lose to Overglow? No. Okay. The Awakening on Sakarazaki was enough. Ine. Professor Layton might just be the most goated football player in existence. Hold on. Can Professor Layton nutmeg this random guy? Can he absolutely mog this random guy in football? Yikes. You hate to see it. No, Professor Layton, no! Falling to his knees in despair. Incredible. Yeah, you know what? If I have Excalibur, I'm always certainly don't have Excalibur. But if I have Illusion Ball, I'm going to give it to Professor Layton. And if I can buy Excalibur, which I should be able to now with all the Victory Stones. Granted, it's in the Chronicle shop, not the Versus shop. I can just put both of them on Professor Layton and we can see next Route Unlock match how he actually voices them. Judge Through 1, I think, is in the Versus store. That's not good, because I'm really lacking the currency for the Versus store, not going to lie. Excalibur's in the Chronicle shop, though. That's good. So we can, at the very least, do that. Okay, but there we go. Well, but you know what? I'm thinking about it currently, and you say Excalibur. It makes sense in the context of him being an archaeologist, Professor Layton high-fiving Ayano. This is the best day of my life. But you say Excalibur and it makes sense. Personally, I think they should have given him Sword of the King. Because a king he certainly is, and a sword he wields in every single game he's in, practically. But that's just my stance, you know. We've got a Russian guy. Okay, interesting. Gennady Zakharov. And the Crybaby Rivals tier. Oh, is this how it's gonna be? We're gonna get special items from, like, every team on this route? Is that what it is? One-time items that you probably can't get anywhere else? And Bond Stars, which, well, are always good to get. Okay, that's that. The one girl from West Manor tried using Prima Donna on the Ixo Fleet fanboy, and in response he used Judgment Ray to kill her. Well, arguably deserved. Fuck around and find out. Okay, but that's North Bright. So now we move on to Eastwind International. Of course, we've been here. Still noticing a little bit of lag in the game here, but at the very least it's considerably better than last time, so it's almost unnoticeable. It's only when certain animations happen on the map, I think. But yeah, of course, easiest pick of my life. Going back to Hoshi. We need Hoshi on the team. Okay, yeah, back to Eastwind International. Here's Maribel, So here's where the appeal of actually running the cutscene that has Maribel comes in, which I don't actually know which one it is. But before I do that, just remembered that I said I would look into giving Professor Layton moves. So let me do that. Team Doc. Let's see. We got Professor Layton, level 77. Abby Learn Boyd. Okay, he gets a... Okay, so in his first appearance in the Japanese version of the first Inazuma 11 game, he appeared as a goalkeeper. There has been no reference to that whatsoever here. You can't even really give him... Well, I guess you could give him a goalkeeper slot. Because also in the Go games, they actually gave him Gravity Point. Because, of course, winning logic wasn't a thing before Galaxy. So in Chrono Stones, they gave him Gravity Point because, of course, he points. As he always does in his games as well. But there's no nod to that here, it seems. You can make him purely defensive, apparently. Or you can give him Illusion Ball and Excalibur for his voice lines, so... But let's see. I have Illusion Ball, so I can at the very least do that. And you know, maybe I have Excalibur. It'd be crazy if I had Excalibur, I'm not gonna lie. I probably don't have it. No, okay, so that's fine. I would have to buy that, but I'm actually willing to do that real quick. So let me just get out of here real quick. And then, let's see. Let's go to the Chronicle shop, because that's where it is. I'm actually glad he's a midfielder, matches his character more. I agree to an extent. I mean, he is a really good protector, actually, canonically, so him being a goalkeeper also makes a lot of sense. Try getting judged through 1 as well? I will, yeah, I definitely will. So Inazuma drop Excalibur, so that's a bit down, but it should just be... Do not go into the materials, bro. Legendary Wolf, Gungnir, so this is still Season 2. There's Excalibur, okay. And I have plenty of resources for that, so let me get that. Deal. We're exploring Professor Layton tonight. We are hearing all of his voice lines tonight. And judged through 1, which should be, like, down quite a distance, I have to imagine. Because it was probably added, like, at a later point. I'll just check if it's, like, up here, but I don't think it is. No. So it's... It's Breakthrough, right? That's what it's called in English. Flameville, Grand Slam. This is all Go, except for Black Magic, I guess. Probably further down. Wrong store. Oh, is Judge Through in the Versus shop? Okay, right. Oh, you said that. Okay, fair enough, yeah. No, that's fair. Hold up, let's see. So, log roll, this is all Go. And then, okay, this seems to be where it would be. Rodeo Clown, Moonsault, Foul Offense. Well. I actually can purchase it. Against all odds, I have the exact currencies to purchase Foul Offense. Okay. Then I guess we can do the Overburst Judge Through 3. With Professor Layton and Hoshi. The aura is gonna be insane, by the way. It was literally meant to be. Hold up, we're gonna make some changes to this team real quick. We are gonna make some significant changes. Okay, so your team. Professor Layton, get over here, my man. So, let's give him Excalibur, wherever that is. I should have known it was up here. Excalibur, okay. And Hoshi. Abular board. Do I take off Menacing Glare or the second stage of Amp Beat, of Rock and Roll Beat? Probably Rock and Roll Beat I'm gonna take off. Or Menacing Glare, to be honest. Like, Menacing Glare works, but it doesn't have Stab. And I think that's a pretty important thing to consider nowadays. Especially now that they've added Stab again. Judge Through will actually be Stab. Same with Judge Through 3, I think. So... let me take off Menacing Glare, actually. Yeah. And let me give her Foul Offense. Judge Through. Okay, so now team bonuses. I should have Overburst moves. Yeah. I should have, for Hoshi at the very least, Judge Through 3. Judge Through 3, Overburst, Stab. which is incredible. Okay, we're gonna have to play with this a little bit. We're gonna have to play around with this after we absolutely destroy East Wind International. Can't believe you went with my idea. Nico, this is the best idea that I have heard in weeks. Of course I'm gonna go with this. Like, any opportunity I have to put Professor Layton and Hoshi on one screen, we are gonna do it. Like, you just saw the aura that a move like fucking Winning Logic had. Like, can you imagine what Foul Offense 3, Judge Through 3 looks like? It's gonna be peak aura. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Team B once again. And we have to play the Route Unlock battle first, of course, but... Alright. Connect them in the bond links then? Ooh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Let me do that soon, actually. This should be the cutscene where Maribel shows up, so... Let me actually roll this for Panda real quick. Yeah, well, there she is, in the back there. There is Maribel, and here is one of the best pieces of art from this game, actually. There you go, Panda. There's your Maribel exposure for the day. But that's enough of that. Okay, lock in. Lock in. We can also Gamba later. That's certainly true, Lucas. That's certainly true. Though I don't really know who for by this point. They're huge. Love that this is the first line as well. Absolutely beautiful. I have to play against Panda's team as well, apparently. He just told me in Dutch. The messages are now not being automatically translated anymore. Because I actually scheduled this one in advance, and I didn't check. I didn't check the auto-translation. Also, they don't have Hoshi on the pitch, which is absolutely criminal, so I'm gonna just put her on there because, yeah, we need to. Who else? Well, I can't take anyone else off, I don't think. I can only take off the scouts, so Rock Climber guy is gonna have to bite the dust in favor of Hoshi. Okay, Maribel also appears in a cutscene in the second half? Okay, then I'm gonna just have a look out for that. Win the match and focus on defense. Oh, that's my bad. I was supposed to focus on defense. Whoops. Well, that's fine. Does Buddy voice this? He does. Okay, cool. Let's chill. If we make contact, we lose the ball. Story of my life. Playing any Inazuma game. Oh, never mind. I actually won. That's crazy. Like, it's also crazy that we're a higher level, like, technically. And we still lose these interactions. Like, what does that say about us as a team, really? Oh, she's gonna get fouled? She will get fouled, that's true. But that's also how it was in the regular story mode. Oh, Niagara Falls, yeah. Another good move. These guys have a lot of water moves, actually, thinking about it. You gotta keep it clean, Holy shit, Maribel. Also, Hoshi with the 1-on-3? Yikes. She almost got there, she almost got there. And, of course, Cameo loses that interaction. Yikes. Yup! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. She's been here before. She's been here before. Second playthrough Mirika. That's her name, I think. And I lose a 60%, essentially. Complete 4 focus battles. Okay, against the Brazilian, Roberto. No! Kill him. Kill him. Kill him right now, actually. Who the fuck was that? Was that the fuck-ass Brazilian? No. You're kidding. You're fucking kidding. The one fucking player that I wanted on the pitch! Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm chill. That's fine. That's fine. No worries. That's okay. I mean, they're gonna injure a bunch of players, aren't they? Like, all of the scouts. I think? Is that what it is? Like, genuinely, it's been such a long time since I played this match, so I don't really know what happens, to be honest. I think we just lose a bunch of players to being fouled by these guys. If it is only Hoshi that gets injured from this match, then you know what? I have no one to blame but myself. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, they take out the scouts, right? So
たらないように気をつけた方が良さそうね。
So yeah, okay. They're just taking out the scouts, so I have to take her out as well. Yeah, Mirika. Okay. You have the Matrix, so I'll put you in. Shinkari, whoever you are. Eastwind was so scared of Hoshi, they had to kill her first, apparently. Hoshi was also, admittedly, like Nico says, going easy on these guys. Like, she could have easily outmaneuvered them, but... You know, she didn't want to hog the screen time too much, so... But yeah, I think... I'm pretty sure that they just go and injure all the scout players that are on the pitch, or at least 2 or 3, so... Eventually all of them were going to be taken out anyway. Okay, well... There's Cheat Blasty. Can I block this, or is this just GG? No, I can't block this. Okay. So I have Hyoketsu no Mai as well. It's just that easy, actually. She could have used Orewa. Great Max Ore. Also, Mirabelle exposure for Panda once again. But yeah, okay. It's good enough. There's a cutscene with Mirabelle as well. There she is, walking up the pitch. But yeah, no, we don't need to see any of that. It's still 0-0, so that's still pretty good. Yeah, they took out Hoshi, they were scared of her. And you know what? Understandable. Once again, focus on the fans. Oh, it's this match, bro. I remember what the gimmick for this was. It's literally the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes we have to score a goal. Second half cutscene. This one perchance? Panda? There she is. Sodomy is pissed, man. That's a much better angle, bro. Sakurazaki from that previous angle, never show me that again. Why did he look like that? Okay. Mundai desu. Is it the last 15? Is it the last... Oh, it is the last 15, actually. You're right, it is the last 15. It's boost 15 rather than boost 10. Okay, so you know what? Actually popping off. Hold on. Can I do anything against this goalkeeper? I think the answer is probably no, but I want to try anyway. And then, oops, my hand slipped. That's actually a good reference. I love that. Oops. My hand slipped. Sorry, Ichihoshi. Sunshine Burrito! But yeah, okay, we got the Maribel exposure. We got Hoshi being done absolutely dirty by the game. To be fair, that is entirely on me. If I had paid attention in my first playthrough and I actually remembered, but then again, that's like half a year ago by this point, so... Was I supposed to take a shot, by the way, to further the plot of this match? I don't actually know. But yeah, now they've expanded all their energy, and now it's time to plunder this victory right in front of their eyes. Well, actually, it's still focus on defense. Until the last 15 minutes. Hold the fucking phone. Let me play it back to Cameo, why not? Not bad. Let me just wait. Just wait a little bit longer. Mundai desu. Let's see, I have Presto Turn on this guy. Does he voice it? He does. Let's go. And now, well... It is last 15 minutes, but... Roberto, you're the motherfucker who injured Hoshi. I knew I couldn't trust the Brazilians, bro. But here we go. This is the point where you actually get to start playing the game. You can now use Boost 15, and in fact we will, immediately. Lock in. We're going. Boost of 15! And here we go. Now we can score. And now we get a banger track. Then again, are there any tracks that are not banger in this game? I know why I play Kisoji like he has a shot, but well, it's fine. Almost a year ago. Like, has it really been a year? Has it really just been a full-ass year? Like, whenever I think about Victory Road, I just get the impression that it released in November. And like, it's currently June, so that's 7 months. Around and about. So that's not almost a year, is it? Or am I really that wrong about the release date? Surely not, right? It came out in November. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Panda. That's what I'm saying. This game released in November. So, like, that's been 7 months. But okay, anyway, we're gonna score our one and only goal for this match, most likely. With Sakurazaki. Godoi-sen! It was meant to come out this month, last year, that's true. There was like... It was supposed to release in like, what, August? Middle of August? 2025, but then it was delayed to November. Yeah, exactly. The first stream that I did was in November, so... It has to have been. Like, that's also what I recall. But, like, people are telling me, oh, it's been almost a year ago, and you kind of start to doubt yourself, you know? But never doubt yourself, not even once. But yeah, we're winning. We're winning. 1-0. And we're bringing it home. Yes. Yeah, you especially. Fuck-ass Brazilian, bro. Injuring Hoshi. No offense to Vinny, no offense to Brazilians, but that fuck-ass Roberto. He can suck it. Major time. Let's see. Soramiya. Tenku Thunder. To Soramiya. Lock it in with the Sunshine Blade. And then see who I can play to. Ideally to Raika. Because she's fire. Well, Soramiya is also fire, but... If Raika is not offside... Sunshine Bredo! I swear to God if she's offside. I don't think she was. So let's lock it in. Goody goody shita! But yeah, this should be more than enough to score a second goal. Yeah. We have the elemental advantage against the Italian goalkeeper. And that's more than enough. Blow a kiss, Raika. Beautiful! And that's all we need from this match. We are not going to lose this anymore. Do they have endless stamina? No. We're just batty. Not even endless stamina, we're just batty. Lock in. The fact that I have so much, like, hyper energy and I can't do anything with it. Shot. Can I do anything else? Should I want to do anything else? No. I kind of want to move on to the next match, so let me just expend some time just passing around. Time is moving really slow, which I think may also be an effect of like boost 15. But yeah, more than enough time to actually score once. You know what? Sure. Super elastic, so we don't have a second shot on this guy, but we can do a Shinrai. Why not? Hi! Shinrai! What do you mean you don't want to see more Maribel? Well, I've not seen much Maribel on the pitch regardless, so... I mean, I would want to see more of her, but yeah, she's not destined to have more screen time. The match dictates it be so. But there you go. That is the end of the Eastwind International match. That was actually, you know, this is a pretty fun match as well. I mean, the gimmicks in Victory Road matches are just really original. And I mean, that is undoubtedly a consequence of, you know, Unmei being the main character, Unmei being a coach, being the main character. That just leads to really interesting stuff. Okay, so no special item from this one, which is interesting. But we did get Kido and Li Hao, I suppose, as... what are they called again? Bonus players, I guess? But yeah, there you go. That's it. Hoshi's still on the pitch, by the way. She was injured, but she was back there. She was back there on the pitch. Canonically, she was too strong. Yep, there she is. There she is, right in the middle, next by Shisendo. And she has voice lines! Let's go! And that's all we need to hear, really. Thank you, Hoshi. Thank you, Goat Hoshi. Holy shit. She has once again popped off. She's once again provided peak. That's all we need to see, baby. Okay. Route unlock battle against Eastwind. And let's see. We can finally try out a few things with Professor Layton here. Which, ooh, Professor Layton. Okay, hold on. Excalibur, Illusion Ball, and we gotta try out the Overburst Judge through 3. But for that I need a lot of tension, so I can't do it. I can't do it by dash tackling anymore. So this goalkeeper is what? He was wood, wasn't he? So I'll put in burn, just so we can assure some goals. But there we go. Let's see. Professor Layton being in here, it's still so uncanny, but it's so peak. Ine. Akaseta yo. He sounds so old, but it's so awesome. Dude, can you stop being, like, outplayed by me? Chow mei. Okay, there we go. Should be a nice setup for the first goal of the season. Actually, never mind. He kinda has hands. Hold on. 2k keeper power. Morattaze! But maybe with the stab. Maybe stab actually has an influence here. Actually, never mind. We're up to 2500. Like, we're good. And we have double elemental advantage. So, what is this, like 4k? 3.5? Yeah, same difference. So this is going to be pretty easy to actually score enough goals. Like, Burn just solos this goalkeeper, which is good. Love to see that. Once I've scored 4 goals, I'll start fucking around with Professor Layton a little bit. I'll start using Excalibur, Illusion Ball. I'll just farm a bit of tension, and then see what I can do. But yeah, let's first actually score the 4 goals so we can assure the advantage win and move on quickly from this match. And actually, you know what? I can probably just score raw with Gandaras and Ryugel as well. Since, yeah, they just have that much shot power that they can just do that. Hey, fellow kids, I'm an old-ass adult. Can I play supernatural football with you? Actually, you wouldn't believe this, Nico, but Professor Layton, I think he's mid-30s. He's actually not even that old. I'm pretty sure he's like 35 or 36 or some shit. Like, he's really not that old. So, you know, he's like... I feel like he's younger than Victory Road Endo. Probably. Since while in the canon he does have a daughter, but that's like at the very end of his arc. And this version of him happens like in the middle of like his entire timeline. So I'm pretty sure he's still like 35, 36 by that point. Also another easy goal with Burn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and a Breach, absolutely unnecessary, but this is Breach Torch after all, so it only makes sense that he gets this once or twice. He's 37 apparently, 37, see. 37 is a fine age to have. As a football player, that is still fine. I mean, isn't Ronaldo literally 41? And still playing at the World Cup this year, so like, yeah. Also, Catriel is his adopted daughter and not his own. Oh, you know what? It's good that you tell me that, actually, because deadass, that tells you how much attention I pay to the Catriel Layton game and the storyline in that. Because, honest to God, that it is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. Hold on. I was about to say, we were about to have peak. We could have Professor Layton score a goal. Watch this shit. He's up here. The Professor is here. And he's about to get absolutely silly with it. Watch this shit. We're gonna have Professor Layton score a goal. He's pushing Unk status? Hell nah. Is 37 pushing Unk status? Surely not. Watch this shit. Pop it in there, Layton. Pop it in there, Herschel. Yup. Professor about to get hella silly. Watch this guy. And he's so fucking cool. He's so fucking sick with it. And ultimately, I could have chained with Excalibur. That's true. You know what? I completely forgot about that. But I just wanted to look in this goal. And now I'm going to try to actually use all of the moves that I gave to Professor Layton. Alright. Let's go, Herschel. Yellow card for burn. Whatever. Don't care. Oh, the fact that Catfrey is adopted was not even revealed in the game. Only in a movie exclusive to Japan. Okay, great. Yeah, that's fantastic, bro. That's... Well, in that case, that is genuinely new information. Like, I have never heard that, to be honest. It certainly doesn't help that the game doesn't explain fucking anything. But yeah, let's see. Excalibur! Yes! Come on, dude! He's so cool with it. Look the fuck in. And you know what? This might just lead to a goal, actually. The assist from Professor Layton. Excalibur. This is actually going to be an assist for Professor Layton. Never mind, that got a save against me because the game hates me. But hey, the new graphic for the saves is pretty cool. You know, it actually pauses a second, so... Okay, hold on. We have a bit more time left. I can use Illusion Ball on this guy. Actually, hold up. This is hella aura! The insane aura! Oh my god. Holy shit, what are we doing? That is beautiful! Can I still do regular Illusion Ball? No, because it's now on cooldown, but that's fine. Holy fucking aura. Insane. Hoshi kills people live. And you know what? We love that for her. We love that for her and for Professor Layton. This is aura personified. It's incredible. Professor Layton has single-handedly saved this update. Oh man. So the only thing we still need to see is Illusion Ball with Professor Layton. That's the only thing. Okay, there we go. So, that is the Eastwinds International match. We'll do one more of these. I hope that takes up to about 15 minutes to do all that, to do the Chronicle match and the Route Unlock match. And then we can move on. We can do one of the higher difficulty levels. One of the higher difficulty matches. And that's going to be, well, it's going to be an interesting experience, to be sure. I think I'm going to get my ass handed to me. Okay, hold on. I actually got a special thing. And we also dropped Tobitaka and Kido and Yurika as seasonal players. Okay. And a Ray of Hope bracelet. Okay, okay. Cool. So we did get an exclusive item from this one. Interesting that we didn't get that. No, actually, we got the teardrop from the last match, so that's fair. So actually, I guess that you get the special item from the Route Unlock battle rather than the Chronicle match. And you know what? That's Storm Ridge. That is the team with Yashiro. This is the team where Kisoji finally pops off. Hold up. This was perchance the best match in the entirety of the Victory Road story mode. Of course, going Hoshi again, like there's no question about it by this point. I'm seeing best match being said in the chat. Absolutely agree. Like this team, fire as hell, so many good designs in there, and this is such a good match. So yeah, of course, we're not gonna watch the cutscenes, but yeah, peak is about to unfold once again, as far as Victory Road story mode is concerned. Kisoji time. It's okay, Goat. You got this. We've been here once before. You've got this, Kisoji. You got Hoshi by your side. Nothing can go wrong. So, okay, here we go. Cashin in the storm. And in fact, Hoshi will be on the pitch. This time she doesn't get injured. This time she actually plays the match. Alright. Here you go. Play for victory, just immediately. That's good. The victory is going to be very hard-pressed, I think, in the first half especially. Damn, he just has spatial portal, just like that. Okay. Dimension cut. which he doesn't voice, but he does have it. Got that shit, yep. He played the Sodomia. Actually, okay, the team currently... Hold on. I'm seeing an arrow. I'm passing to Hoshi. Yeah, do not have Hoshi facing this guy. So I just need to do a focus battle against him, I presume. Need to lose the ball to him, and then he pulls out his cash-in and he destroys us. Yeah, there you go. His cash-in, clear bunny. Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna get our asses. We're gonna get drilled a new one. That's essentially just what this is. Empress Shadow! Dude, the moves for this team, like with the ink and just the darkness theme, they're so clean, all of them. This one, Empress Shadow, Fortress of Despair, Silent Ink Stroke on the goalkeeper, like, the moves on this team are absolutely fucking brilliant. Also, we got gold fingers. Can we block this? No. No, we don't. We can't. And yeah, again, just the ink effect, it's beautiful. Oh, and I accidentally pressed spacebar. Yikes, 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 my stream, yikes. Okay, there you go. I should turn off my key. Well, no, I shouldn't. But okay, that was clear, Bonnie, tearing us a new one. So now, what do? Play for victory. That's brave, because Yashiro is still here. Yeah, he's starting to talk. It's over, bro. It's over. Yashiro is gonna get his turn. Yep. Wabog. Yeah, he was gonna do this eventually, and we're gonna get Fortress of Despair. Yeah. Yeah. Possibly the coolest defense move in Victory Road incoming right here. Oh, it's such a fucking cool move, man. I never get to use it because, yeah, defense cash-in moves, bro. Oh, they're rough. But okay, and he's gonna use blackmail on me? There's no way. There's no way. The fucking... He does both in quick succession. That's awesome. Stop Yashiro. I don't think we're stopping Yashiro. Like, I said this in the main story as well. I don't think we're stopping Yashiro, to be honest. Like, we can have perfect coverage. We are not stopping Yashiro. One does not simply stop him. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this menace. That's why he's on my team. And you know what? I'm actually hella down to watch these cutscenes. Warburg! Oh yeah. This is a thing. That's true. I'd still say there's no bad Victory Road Hisatsu. Ooh, that's a pretty daring statement to make, but I'm trying to think, and unironically, I think I kinda agree. I mean, there's a few lame ones. Like, I mean, when you look at, for example, some of the, what is it? The scout moves. Like, I mean, the easy breezy or the Soyokaze step that the green-haired guy gets, you know, his special version that hardly differs from the original. Like, I feel like that's kind of lame. Or like Metal Hammer on Kelvin. One chance at life. My parents call me Kelvin. I live in Japan, by the way. I think those are kind of lame, but like, when it comes to the main story Hisatsu, like, all of them are really good, actually. Hoshi, get this guy. Lock in. Surely she wins with Killer Slide. Lock in. Oh, damn. He voices that, and he kind of looks intimidating when he does it, too. Impressive. Dramatic Swipe on Benten goes so hard. That's true. Dramatic Swipe is a beautiful move, actually. But, like, some of the derivatives they're pretty lame. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. Gotto fingers. Can I actually stop this now? No. I'm still... Yeah, I'm still getting pounded. Yeah, it's over. Though I guess I was kind of supposed to be scored on once again, I think. Again, there's no way that, like, I'm scoring in the first half. I need the entertainer cash-in to actually be able to do stuff in this match. That's the thing. Because I don't even know if I can actually do damage to this goalkeeper currently. I don't believe so. Sunshine Burrito! Matrix Eyes kinda ass. Yeah, that's one of the lamer ones out there, it's true. Frost Finesse is good, because that's... What is that based on again? I think it's based on White Blade, right? I think so. So let's see, Moment Supreme. Can I actually damage this goalkeeper? The answer is no, which is about what I expected. So fair enough. That's also an example of a really cool female goalkeeper. Also, they're rocking the best kit in the game, like, no questions asked. So, overall, Stormridge, hella peak. Yeah, and we need Kisoji's cash-in. That's all we need. Okay, so the ball needs to go to Kisoji. Complete a focus battle as Kisoji, rather. Okay, so I'm gonna let this guy pass. I'm not gonna let this guy pass, even though I moved out of the way, like, almost fully. But okay, time for Kisoji. Yup, and now we can use Entertainer. So, let's see. I was trying to pull it out, but I'll just do it right now. There we go. Come on, Kisoji. This is the GOAT. One of the GOATs of the Victory Road team. It's so tough. It's so rough. You hate to see it every single time. The Kisoji depression arc. I'm not gonna watch all this Kisoji, but I respect you, mate. I respect you. I will hella watch this, though. This cutscene, man. He's just standing there.
Unmeiが言う化身を生み出す理論、俺も聞いたぞ。11人全員の波長を合わすことが化身を生み出すために必要だってな。だけど俺、全員をちゃんと見てます。全員の波長を捉えられているはずなんです。でも、なんでか知らないけど、なんでかダメなんだ。11人全員のハーモニーか。お前が生み出そうっていうその化身のハーモニーだが、その11人にお前はいるのか。
This is such a good cutscene. Exactly. We need to watch this again. This is the one exception I will make to not watching the cutscenes for this route.
俺自身をハブっていた。11人が必要なのに。そうだ。ずっとそうだった。みんなを笑わそうとしていた時、俺自身は笑っていなかった。みんなを楽しませようとしていた時、俺自身は楽しんでいなかった。俺自身が本当に楽しんでいなかったから。
大丈夫か木曽路。
先輩、俺人を楽しませるのが好きなんです。だけど自分が楽しんでないからちゃんと伝わってなかった。本当に相手を楽しませるためには自分も楽しまなきゃなのに。もう人の顔色を伺うのはやめる。
木曽路。
木曽路平太がどんなやつか、計算高くて嫌なやつなところも、嫌われるのが怖くて本音が言えないビビリなとこも全部ひっくるめてさらけ出す。そんで俺はみんなと一緒に楽しむぞ。これが木曽路平太だ。
Yes! It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my fucking god, bro. Kisoji! I love this guy. Come on. Now we're ready. Now we're ready to skip everything again. Now we're ready to win. We're ready to win this match. We are ready. Look in. What do I need to do again? Can I just score with Kisoji? I think so. I don't think his power is going down. So yeah, okay, yeah. Score goal is Kisoji, there it is. I remembered right. Yup. We're back. We're back. Kisoji has a Keshin now. And you know what? We're gonna score with it a bunch of times. But not before I pull Dazzling Carnival at least once. Sunrise Carnival! What a good move, man. I wish Entertainer was inheritable. Like, you could put that on so many other people, and it'd be so cool. Hold on, I need to win focus battles as Kisoji, so I need Kisoji to kinda get back here, not gonna lie. Super Elastico, can I win this? Oh yeah, I can. And he voices this, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Hold on, Kisoji, you need to get back here, my man. Not gonna lie. So he loves to be up there. That's great, Kisoji, but like... I need you to not be there, actually. Okay, here we go. Complete one more focus battle. Let's use this one. And he voices it, yup. And there we go, that's that. That's the Kisoji arc. This fucking guy, man. Yashiro is so cool as well. He's such a lunatic, but he's so cool. Today, he's the lead. Entertainer on Hoshi to see her smile. I have ways of doing that. But that would be cool. Today, I'm the lead. Fire emoji. Exactly. We fucking love Kisoji in this house. So what, do I score with Kisoji again? Or can I just do whatever now? Win the match. Okay. We have our command. Let's go. Sunshine Burrito! So now we got our work cut out for us. 3 more goals we need to score. But we got 20 minutes to do it, roughly. And I think this goalkeeper is either wood or fire. Okay, she's wind actually, so that is completely wrong, what I just said, but that's fine. Why is Yashiro's voice so nonchalant? Because he's just chill like that. Yashiro is just a chill guy like that. And well, in a way, yeah, like I said, he's just a complete lunatic, so, you know. He borders on the edge of insanity, to be honest. I mean, have you seen this guy? Shark teeth. Wide eyes with small pupils. Yeah, batshit crazy, and we love that about him, not gonna lie. Let's see. Back to Sakurazaki? Hold up. So, okay, we want to actually try to get Kisoji in here somehow. Can I... Okay, I can play it... No, never mind. Whoa, just in time, Jesus Christ. I was really trying to pass it. I forgot I can't just pass it. I can't pass a direct shot to another player, so yeah. Figured that out just in time. That's also not going in, because there's 2 defenders there as well. But we're chipping her down. And with one more shot, that will do it, I think. If we avoid Yashiro, which I think we can't, but that's fine. He doesn't have any block moves. And that's the 3-3. There's the equalizer. Teikoku is waiting and the time is ticking. That's true. But to be completely honest, I think I might stream a little later tonight. I might stream a little bit past midnight tonight. Oh, she makes noises, to be sure. She's not relevant at all, but she makes noises, to be sure. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I might stream a bit past midnight, to be honest, especially since this is just a new update with a lot of stuff to look at. And I did start later, so... Go no sen, almost. Shin Shunrai, of course. The fuck-ass captain who does nothing. That's her. Let's see. Where's Kisoji? We need to have Kisoji score the winning goal. Okay, there's no way that pass wasn't offside, but alright. Hold on. Is this it? Is this the Kisoji special? There it is. There it is. Ine. Love this guy. That's exactly what he deserves, to score the 4-3, the winning goal. And there's nothing else we need. I could have also easily used boost 15, but I didn't feel like it, so I didn't. Sakurazaki. Also, this goalkeeper has not used Silent Ink Stroke once, which is kind of a shame, not gonna lie. Boink. Yeah, no, and I don't think she will. Unfortunately, because it's a really cool Hisatsu, actually. It's a really cool keeper move. But alright, there we go. Match ended. And that was, perchance, the best match in the Victory Road story mode. No Hoshi this time, but she's shown up in so many victory screens, it wasn't really necessary anymore by this point. Okay, so that means the last thing that I would like to do for this Chronicle mode is just do the route unlock battle, so next time we can move on to Teikoku, I think. We did win, Kisoji. And there's Hoshi! But yeah, that's good enough. We've seen Hoshi in the post-match cutscene, that's all we need. Hoshi felt generous and gave some screen time to the others. That's true. Masaka. Don't care, Saiji. Really do not care. Sorry. Okay, one more match to play. The route unlock battle. And this time we gotta try to listen to Professor Layton's Illusion Ball. He's probably gonna go like, Illusion Ball. He's gonna be no, the fuck as away kit, bro. This is the first time I'm seeing the away kit for this team. Oh, brother, that is terrible. Oh, that is ugly. Oh, brother. I'm wearing the away kit because this is Storm Rage. This never happened before. This has genuinely never happened before. This is an ugly away kit. Yikes. Oh, how I wish everyone was Herschel Layton right about now. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a wood goalkeeper, so we're fine. Yeah, yikers, bro. Yikes. The whites, that is not what we're looking for. Also, apparently Ikue is a guy. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought that was a girl, not gonna front. But okay. Let's go.
さあ両者今日はどういうプレイを見せてくれるのでしょうか。そうですね。楽しみ。
But yeah, this should be a lot easier now. Let's just get Gandares and Ryuga in here. Okay, Gandares in the white actually doesn't look terrible. Let's see. Scream of Eden. Fates, do you have dementia as well? Why do you ask? I did say this goalkeeper is wind. I literally said that. So I don't know what you're on about here. I literally did say this goalkeeper is wind. So we're bringing the wood goalkeepers. We're bringing the wood strikers. I said I'm bringing wood players. Yes, that's what I said. I said this goalkeeper is wind. Or at the very least I meant that. I think you can appreciate that, you know, having to commentate everything I do for a good 3 to 3.5 hours does get a little tiring on the mind occasionally. So if I sometimes have a slip of the tongue, do apologize me. Do excuse me. Also pretty tiring to speak 3.5 hours in a language that is not my native tongue. I feel, yeah, spoko, exactly, spoko. I feel like sometimes, Panda, it's fine to give me a little bit of grace. Geef me een klein beetje gratie. 3,5 uur praten in het Engels. Überhaupt 3,5 uur praten. Over alles wat ik doe. Daar gaat heel veel moeite en mentale capaciteit in zitten. Anyway, spoko. Spoko, Jomek. But yeah, that's a 2-0. Once we get to the 4-0, I will try to get Illusion Ball with Professor Layton. And yeah, this away kit for Stormbridge really is not it. Not going to lie. Like, the only ones I can really excuse it for wearing it are, like, not even the Ryuga. Like, the white on white is not nice to look at. For Gandares, it kind of works, I guess. It's still not the cream of the crop, but... Oh, tenminste krijg ik gratie van jou, Lucas. Dankjewel. And then the people who don't speak Dutch, I didn't understand the word, which of course was the entire... That was the intention. But okay. I forgot you're not natively English? Well, hey, I would argue that's a good thing. I would certainly argue that's a good thing. If the way I speak English makes you forget that I'm not natively an English speaker, then that's the biggest compliment you can give me, mate. Thank you. But yeah, I am originally Dutch, so... It is not my native language, albeit it is my best secondary language. I am practically fluent in it, so... Perhaps not too surprising that you forgot I wasn't actually a native English speaker. But okay, yeah, this should be the 4-0, so we should just be good to do the rest of the things we want to do during this match, which is primarily just Illusion Ball and Professor Layton. And honestly, I can't think of much else to really do, not gonna lie. Gandares has black hair, so the white creates contrast. Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. It does work. Yeah, but Ryuga has the white on white, and it just doesn't really look good. Like, what you ideally want is to create contrast, and the thing is, like, black on black is still fine, because, like, that just looks alright, you know? In fact, if you have, like Yashiro, right? Yashiro has a slightly lighter shade of black for his hair, and in that sense, you still have a tiny bit of contrast between the kit and his hair, and that still looks good, so... Anyway, I said I was going to try to do Illusion Ball with Professor Layton, and then I just proceed to score the 5-0 real quick, so... Maybe I do have, like, some form of short-term memory loss, not gonna lie. It's certainly possible, like, I'm not putting it beyond myself. It's more dark grey in your eyes? Well, isn't light black just a dark grey? Semantics, you know? But okay, so, Illusion Ball on Professor Layton. The fact it still cracks me up that he's just walking around here in his regular getup, bro. Illusion Ball. Yes! That's how... And the little smile at the end, the little smug smile at the end. Dude. Praise be to Professor Layton, man. All day, every day, we stand Professor Layton. Holy shit. It's beautiful. Alright. But then the 6-0, and that will be the end of Storm Ridge. Professor Layton really is just happy to be with, you know, the fellow kids. He loves to play football. You know, alongside being like one of the smartest people, one of the smartest characters in gaming, one of the best puzzle solvers in gaming, and just, you know, an archaeologist and a professor, he's also just really good at football. What can he not do? What is there that Professor Layton cannot do? Okay, blackmail. He's gonna try to blackmail me. Which he can't, because this team is actually competent. Unlike Nagimuhara. Crazy ass moan from this guy when falling down. Hold on. Professor Layton? Hold on. If Professor Layton gets here, hold the fucking phone. If he get... Professor Layton, please. No! I fumbled. Okay, that's my bad. That is fine. That is fine. Close enough. Alright. Now Professor Layton is there, dude. He was really happy to be here. The one thing Professor Layton can't do is speak Polish. He speaks a lot of different languages. It's been translated, his games have been translated to a lot of European languages. All of the games, I think, have been translated to Dutch, pretty sure to Spanish, maybe French, Portuguese. Also, what the hell is that? Is that the Entertainer kit? Well, Lucas, there's your prior question answered. There's the Entertainer kit. You get it from the Route Unlock battle against Storm Ridge, apparently. So yeah, there it is. We got Aphrodite and Heat. Okay, as seasonal players, nice. And that is the last of Unmei's Chronicle Route completed. Well, the last of the first half of the Chronicle Route has been completed. And Teikoku is in fact next, and well, I guess... I guess I miscounted, huh? I said we're doing half of this Chronicle Route, and then I did 2/3 of it. So yeah, no, we're not gonna do this tonight. We're gonna finish up this route probably next stream. I have to imagine that's next week. For now, I want to go back. I want to return... How do I return? I have to go back to the warp spot, don't I? I want to return to the regular routes, and I want to try out some of the more difficult, you know, the new difficulties that we got. So I'm gonna just head back real quick. We warp back to the station. That is indeed a miscount, which is fine. I mean, getting more done is just beneficial regardless, because that means we can explore more of like these harder matches and all the most difficult matches and the most difficult difficulties. That's difficult a lot of times in one sentence, but you get my point. So yeah, I think we should start at Teikoku. Now, that having been said, no, I think I'll be good, actually. I was gonna say, I'm running low in water, but actually, I think I'll be good. I think I'll be good for just a bit more. So, Ultra Hero Battle. I'm reading currently, and I quote, verbatim, "Don't worry, Fates, they're easy." A team that's on average level 99. Yeah, Fates, they're easy. I'm sure. Alright, so, at the very least, one advantage that I have with this team is that I have Sakurazaki as the main striker, who does have an elemental advantage against Genda. So, we're gonna see how this works out. This is the first of 2 new difficulties that they've added with this update. I'm scared. I'm scared, not gonna lie. And like I said, they will most likely beat my ass. But we're gonna see if I can somehow clinch out a victory against the level 99 team. Okay. So, like I said, we have Sakurazaki as the main striker, and we have Gandaras and Ryugel to buff up Sakurazaki as well with their passives. So that should work out just fine. I'm keeping Kusaka on the pitch for this one. I don't want to fuck around with Professor Layton on this difficulty. So let's see. I am terrified. of what this difficulty holds, actually. Their focus is ass, don't worry. Okay. I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you unconditionally, Nico. So, let's see. Cavalry advance. Let's start with that. Let's see what their focus stats are like. Yikes! Yikes! 5k. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, that's gonna happen. That is certainly a thing that I am going to do. 13,000 KP on Ganda here. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Oh my god, bro. What are we doing? There's a wall. It's over. He's just got this. He just has that. Okay. Banjo just grabbed it out of the air. Okay, can I win? I'm not gonna win against that. That's for sure. Bunshin Feito. You're never winning anything. That's certainly what it's starting to look like. And they dodge sliding tackles. Okay, welp. What do we do about this, chat? Actually, we just steal it with Kusaka. Easy as. And then we play Sakurazaki up there. I got it. He's not going to use anything, surely. He used something. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm seeing a few issues with this difficulty, not gonna lie. I'm seeing a few difficulties, a few bears on the road, if you will. Okay, Do they do not dodge every slide tackle. Okay, hold on, that's good. That's good to know. Hold the phone. It's not over yet. I can get something going with Hoshi at the very least. Ideally, I get Sakurazaki up there far enough, but I don't think he's gonna make it, to be completely honest. So it may just have to be Hoshi. Yeah, it will have to be Hoshi. And I think he will just block this. Never mind, I'm doing some damage. Scrap that. Nope, never mind, I did do damage. So that's something. Okay, he juked my ass. That's fine. I'll catch him right here. He is using Bunshin Feint again. I have a totem. Okay, still works. Still uncontested. Awakenings are still uncontested. And Keshians and totems, I guess. And I got a legendary Gamma. That's awesome. Okay, now Sakurazaki's open. So I can actually use a chain. That means I'll have an elemental advantage against Ganda. I will also play it that way, so Master has no chance to intercept. So that's 4,500. That should do a decent chunk. That does 5,500, roughly. So that's a third of what he has left. If we do that 3 more times, which I can't believe I'm saying that with a straight face, we will have enough power to break through. Okay, ref, that's gotta be a red card, surely. Okay, and again, he just has Hisatsu, so there's nothing I can do. It is on board. Okay, that's fine. Every sliding tackle, they juke. And Bushin Feint, which I cannot win against with the wall, surely. No, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. Flame Fortress. And I got my OC up here. Which we're gonna snipe his ass. Yep. Okay. That's fine. So pass. ASAP. Play the Sakurazaki. Beautiful deep pass. And we're just gonna pop a Shunrai immediately to just get power in. We're just gonna get damage in. Shunrai! The legend ones are kinda easy too unless you run out of time to score. Which will most likely happen, not gonna lie. Okay, so that does 3,300 more, which is not bad. I think like one chain chop with Sakurazaki should be able to just clinch this now. Okay, missed that. That's fine. Just have to be smart about intercepting. Which, that was not it, to be sure. But that's fine. Got that. Okay. Hero Alpha? Okay. Sure. Sure, we're dropping that. That's fine. He has Killer Slide. Yeah, that was to be expected. Okay. But at the very least, they're not shooting. So that's what I'll take that, absolutely. Okay, and now they're juking me. That's fine. So you have to win the focus battles, which you're also pretty hard-pressed to do with those kinds of stats. Tsubusu. Okay, I was there, not gonna lie. Okay, hold up. I'm using moves. I'm using moves. They're not letting me. They're not letting me use moves. Raf, just call the whistle, man. Just call the whistle. It's the end of the first half. Okay, that's fine, actually. I can stop this. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, one shot I can take. One shot I can take. I swear to God, if the secret has to do with reacting to which direction they're going, I'm uninstalling. Panda, I'm sorry to say that that is the entire thing you do with focus battles, defensive focus battles. There's no real way to tell which way they're going in advance, unfortunately. Like, if you could, that would make the game so much easier, but I don't think there's a way to tell in advance. So hold on, I can use... You can use this clone faker, I can use an awakening. Okay, still works. Like I said, still uncontested. I'm gonna have to play this a little smart because I want to play this up the sides and then to Sakurazaki, which that was not it, but that's fine. Because now I can still play it to Sakurazaki. 13%. 14% to Hoshi, surely. Okay. Get your ass over here, Banjo. Okay, we're here. Hoshi's here. And Sakurazaki he just got back. Okay, awesome. So let me play that to Sakurazaki. And then maybe that's enough. Maybe I'll have to play around the castle wall. It looks like I might, not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to squeeze this past, but honestly, I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. Please. Okay, hold on. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the 1-0. That's all we need. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. We just need to prevent these guys from scoring for the rest of the match. Or, in the best event, we score a second time, which I think we're pretty hard pressed to do, not gonna lie. Especially with everyone having Bunshin Feint for some reason. Thank God, yeah, thank God we got a goal off. Now it's just playing defensively for the rest of the game. Okay, Legendary Oscar, it's beautiful. Or Madame, I suppose he's called in Japanese. Yes, Killer Slide, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the Killer Slide jump scare. Kira Suraido. Goofy ass voice, bro. Why does he sound like that? Okay, I've got a hyper move. I've got Judge on Hoshi, so that should work out. She's got that. I'm just dropping legendaries, which is awesome. I will take that. Do not do Killer Slide again. You can't. You just used it. Okay, going cavalry advance. I don't want Banjo to get in the way. Okay, let's see. I think we can do Cosmic Blasting, and then hopefully I can play it to Sakurazaki. Like, that could be a good combination to pull here. Is Sakurazaki... Oh, he's there. Yeah, he's there. Hold on. This could be huge. I have enough tension for Cosmic Blasting. If I have enough tension for a Go no Isen or a Shunrai, this could potentially be a huge combination. I think ideally... Okay, I have the Go no Isen. Well, it's not going to be enough. But this is double stab against whatever Genda has. So this should do a lot. Not enough to score, It's really fucking close, though. Not gonna lie. Oh, Kusaka? And I get... Hold? Hold? Kyobo head? Is this enough for the 2-0? It is. It is. And there's 2-0. There's no way we lose now. We have guaranteed ourselves the victory against Ultra Hero Teikoku Gakuen. Okay. Incredible. Wait, this is good. My team's doing well. This is interesting. It's probably going to get really fucking tedious later down the line, but the first match at the very least is an interesting experience. Let's see. Grizzly Totem. Don't worry, the AI will get smarter. Okay. Hate to hear that. Dread to hear that, actually. But you know what? That's all part of the hustle. That's all part of the hustle. If you can't handle it, don't try it. Surely Luke UFO will do it. Tough. Kira Sraido. Hold on. No, this is not gonna win, is it? Hold on. It is. Say what you will. Say what you will about the wall for one, but it does its job. Okay, can I ever do Burning Overdrive again? No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, got the ball intercepted with Hoshi. Yup. It's not gonna win, but we gotta try some things. Never mind, Hoshi is just too crazy with it, actually. That's all we need. That's all we need. All we need is a Hoshi. All you need on your team to succeed is one copy of Mikana Hoshi. Toria! You've never seen the guy with the shades on Teikoku? I mean, he's a reserve, so I'm not surprised that you've never seen him, to be honest, but he gets switched in like all the time whenever I play against Teikoku Gakuen. Yeah, he's like the first guy they switch in on every match for some reason. It is Hoshi. I should have known. I should have known that she would pop off. I should have known. And there's so many legendary characters. This is such a good place. This is such a good place to actually get spirits, to like exchange stuff in the shop. And yeah, now with the no refills, I guess I won't get tension for the curve shot either, so that's pretty rough. But yeah, it's fine. We don't need anything else anymore. We got the 2-0, and that's more than enough to guarantee a victory. So Hoshi, short for holy shit, always pulls through. Holy shit, she won with Rock and Roll Beat against artificially inflated level 99 average Teikoku Gakuen. And I won first try. Well, well, well. Well, I was very lucky to actually have, you know, Earth strikers. Players with double elemental advantage. Holy fucking shit. 13 Bond Stars? And a hero, and practically only legendary players, legendary drops. Holy shit, this is a goldmine. 50 beans. 5 types. 50 of 5 beans. 5 types of beans. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. These drops are good. Wow. Okay. So that was that. Yeah, now Legend difficulty, which I'm looking forward to even less, to be completely honest. But wow. Don't get your hopes up, this difficulty is doable. The next one is the dog shit one. Okay. Legend Showdown, 99 plus. Oh, brother. And we got teams from like the first Inazuma 11 game in here, I think. We got Fallen Zeus, we got the Street Sallies, we got First Raymond. The card is there, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, 13 Bond Stars from one match is awesome. Drop's good, match kinda ass. Well, that's just how it is. And it's a random... Oh, it's a random team from that selection that you get to play against. Interesting. Well, let's give it a shot. It's the best we can do. Let's just give it a shot. It's Ayano! Holy shit, they have Ayano! Okay, Football Frontier national pick. Oh god, they have Aphrodite. Oh no. Okay, well if they have Ayano, hold on. Sakurazaki is still good here, actually. Sakurazaki is still worthwhile to keep in. Incredible. Well, Ayano versus Ayano is insane, but... Oh my god. Okay, so... They have two of the Mukata twins, one of them is missing, one of them was replaced by Aphrodite. Then they have Ayano. Why do they have tactics? They have Grid Guard? Oh my god, no. They have Grid Guard, Mark of the Berserker, and a Mega Maelstrom. Oh, brother. Okay. Nobunaga, mate. Hello, you're right in time for the spectacle. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the cavalry advance as soon as possible. It's even easier than the last difficulty. Trust. I'm trusting you so much right now. 20,000 KP. Okay, well, let's just start blasting. 20,000 KP. Holy shit. And I did not mean Hoshi this time. And he has Mistral. They gave him Mistral, bro. There's no way. Okay, well, I did quite a bit of damage, actually. So... Okay. 6,000 drip. Got him. Got his ass. Lock in. Play the Sakurazaki immediately. Pop a Gonoi Sen immediately. This is elemental advantage. Against Ayano. And apparently the Mukata brothers will ditch their last brother for Aphrodite, which honestly understandable. Mugen no Kabe. That's okay. 3100 is still good. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh brother. I think I'm fucked. Never mind. Hoshi is just too great at this game. Not gonna front. Play the ball, mate. Play the ball. Holy shit. Okay, hold the fucking phone. If I can bait like a wall, maybe... If I can... Where's Sakurazaki, bro? He's not here. It's over. Okay. That's tough. I really wanted Sakurazaki there in the middle, I'm not gonna lie. If I could have got a Pelion Whip off, and then just a direct chain, that would have been the best, but I don't think that's happening. I don't think I'm even breaking through this wall. Just barely. 36. Just take the 36 damage, Ayano, please. Okay, 36 damage taken. Sakurazaki, move the fuck up, man. I swear to God. Okay, well that's very unhelpful, not gonna lie. Chip shot. Lock in. This is going over the wall. Yep. Okay, and 3,000 is still good. Oh boy, Koga. 10,000 defense. Okay, yeah, no, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think I'm good on this one too. 5,000. That's not as bad. That's still really terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Chip shot is pretty much required. Okay. And yeah, Nobunaga, I absolutely did get Leighton and Luke. Leighton is on my main team already. Burning Overdrive. Oh god. Hoshi, please save me. You've done it before. Do it again. It's the wrong side. Yikes. That's fine. That's fine. Just get as much tension as we can. Just try to intercept as much as we can. Clone Faker. That sucks. I don't have enough hyper energy. Moonshade Fainter! Okay. Okay, Kusaka's here with Aphrodite. He has Heaven's Time. Could I ever? I'm gonna try, against my better judgment. Okay, that's fair. Raven's time V3. Okay. Noted. Yep, Morimoto got that. Okay, hold on. We have a bunch of tension now. Played to Sakurazaki, played back. That was not the right way to go. That's fine. Because Hoshi has got this. Okay, hold on. We can do something. We can cook. Hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook. Galactica fall. Hold on, let him cook. We do a Shunrai. Shunrai! Okay, so we do that. Does Ganaras have chip shot? He has chip shot. This is huge. So let's do that. Let's not have anyone... Oh no, they go in the way. It's over. Yikes. All that effort for nothing. 17. How did he get there? Why is he there? And Ironclad Guardian. Okay. Okay. You're gonna go to sleep now? That's fair, Nico. Thank you for joining in, and dobranoc to you as well. I'm gonna try my hardest, man. It's over. Okay, that's kind of fucked. Not gonna lie. If I can't trigger Palion. Okay, and I did kind of flop that. Not gonna lie. Not even kinda. Just hella flop that. Okay, got that though. Okay, Grizzly. And just real quick before the first half ends. That's the theme with this trash. One single slight mistake and you get mega punished. That seems to be the case, yes. He has a block move. He has Supreme Spin. Okay. For some reason. Fair enough. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. It's still 0-0, which is not terrible. We've got Ayano about halfway down. All we realistically need is we need to set up Sakurazaki with like a Burning Overdrive. That's realistically all we need. And then we just need no defenders to be there to fuck us over. I don't have Hyper Energy. That's a bit of an issue. These guys have infinite Hyper Energy, it seems. That was the quickest pass I've seen in a long while, not gonna lie. But there's a pass cut by Gandharas. Surely he doesn't have spinning cut like his brother. It's good. Okay, got intercepted. Yikes. Don't have anything. Illusion Ball. Okay. My bad. Can't do anything against that. He was actively going for Hoshi, by the way. But Hoshi's there. He thought he was smarter than Hoshi. Rookie mistake. He has Spiderweb. I do not want to risk that. Again, he has Spiderweb. I don't want to risk that. I want to pass to Sakurazaki real bad. Okay, well, I'm here. Cavalry advance. I'm here. This is gonna do some damage. Gonoi Sen does not take up that much tension. So that's good. I just want to farm some Hyper Energy so I can get the Burning Overdrive on Sakurazaki soon. Makiwari Chopper! Okay, and then this little fuck gets Ironclad Guardian as well. He has a dribble as well. Okay. Okay. As I've said a few times now, I think I'm okay in regards to this update. Yeah. I think in regard to this, why are you using Mark of the Berserker? I do not have totems active. Get your ass back over here. I don't care. You're not using Flurry Dash again. And I jumped the wrong way. That's my bad. No, honestly, my bad. But Kusaka got that. And there's Spiderweb. Okay. Well. GG. Yeah, that's fair. Kumo no Ito! Okay, that's fine. Will I lose? I will in fact lose to a power charge. Okay, just like the good old days. We just like the good old days, I have the ball back. Instant burst. Once again, okay. Yeah, this is... There's like nothing you can really do, to be honest. Nothing you can do. And that is a lot. Please, Tobitaka, get there. Okay, that's good. This will get me some more hyper energy as well. That gets me enough. Okay, hold on. That gets me enough. Let's think. I want to do a high Beast Fang. Okay, let's think, let's think, let's think. What do I need? I need to play the ball out of here ASAP. What I need is Burning Overdrive on Sakurazaki. And then I need to get past the defense ASAP. Sakurazaki, I need you to move up, like ASAP. Okay, hold on. If I play Tohoshi first, this will get it past the defender. We'll get it further back. No one should get in the way there. Sakurazaki's moving beautifully. Hold on. Sakurazaki is moving in exactly the way that I want. Headbanger, the wall is not in the right place. Agonoi-sen. Hold on. With Burning Overdrive. With Stab. With Elemental Advantage. Tell me that's enough. It's so close. It's so close. I have 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. For 800 KP. Hold on. Hold on, it's so close. You can't fumble this now. Okay, hold on, I'm here. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Hold on. We can't fumble this now. Chip shot. Just lock it in with a chip shot. Hold on. This is it! That's it! That's it! Okay. We scored a goal. We scored a goal. With 4 minutes left on the clock, we scored a goal. That's enough. That's enough to win the match. We just need the ball, and we need to not let them shoot. Under any circumstance. Just chase after them. Just fucking chase after them. Don't let them go. Get the ball. Run. Run. Just don't even do anything else. Just run. Claymore. Whatever you want, bro. Just fucking run past. Focus battle. Waste as much time as possible. In before a really long pass. It's fine. They don't have enough time to shoot anymore. We're good. We're gonna win this match. We're gonna win this match. That little totem. That's that. That's that. We got the ball. They're not getting it. We're done. We're done. We don't have to do anything anymore. Well, what can I say? Just kind of built different. And I did this without Stalwart Suppression as well. Stalwart is required? Well, clearly not, because I just won without Stalwart Suppression. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Okay, and from this one, you only get... Oh my god, you only get... Hiro Kusaka! Legendary Professor Layton! Legendary Nero! Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Legendary Toitaka! 2 new possibilities. Oh, and you get the emblems. Oh god, yikes. Oh, and so many beans. Only 3 Bond Stars. Like, you got 13 from the last one, and now 3 from the higher difficulty? That's insane. That is insane. And you're telling me there's 6 of these teams per node on the Chronicle Route map. Yikes. Yikes. But holy shit, hey. W. We got all 6 difficulties on Teikoku Gakuen, but yeah. I guess you can play against all 6 of these teams. You can randomize it, I suppose. Oh my god. This is gonna be... You don't know if it's per route or per node? If it's per node, then honestly... Fuck that. There's gonna be like hundreds of teams that you have to play against like this. I would be shocked if there's 6 unique teams like this per node, to be completely honest. I would be absolutely shocked if that was the case. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I don't really know what the logistics of this game are, but fact of the matter is, I did win. So, that is good. Oh, happy about that. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, well, that having been said, I think that was about enough gameplay for tonight. Especially with how difficult that is. Holy fucking shit. You know what? I dedicate this victory to 3 people. I dedicate it to 1 Tobitaka Seiya, my goat, the defender. I dedicate this to my Victory Road goat, Mika Nahoshi. She deserves to have some credit for this one as well. She intercepted so many shots and so many passes there. And finally, I dedicate this to Professor Herschel Layton, our newest addition, and perchance the one who brought us the luck we needed for this match. Luck or skill. Now we relax with Gamba, yes, and I will play a match against Panda. Don't worry, I will play a match. I will play a match. I'm not done yet. Like I said, I'll play a bit longer. I'll stream a bit longer. Just a little bit longer. But, no, certainly no luck involved. No, I said luck, but it was a slip of the tongue. Classic slip of the tongue. This was all skill, actually. But that having been said, let's do some Gamba first, and then I will play against you, Panda. That will be the last thing I do tonight, is playing against your team. So, player universe. What do we still want? That's the question. I think what we're still doing is just finishing constellations that I haven't done yet. So currently we're on the Penguin, I think. The Penguin constellation, so 38 bond stars, which should be... It's not enough to finish 2 constellations, but it's certainly enough to finish the Penguin one. So let's at least work towards that. All commons is fine. Like, literally, I don't know what I'm going for by this point. I think I'm just aiming to finish all the constellations at least once. And I mean, this constellation has cool characters, because it has the Royal Academy characters from Victory Road as well. And has some animal characters, like fucking Kangaroo. And new and improved Sakuma, who I'm pretty sure has like an improved model now. So, there's that. Oh. Yeah, that final difficulty is insane. But I'm happy that I managed to win those 2. Probably managed to disappoint a few people who really wanted to see me struggle, not gonna lie. But you know what? If that's your attitude coming in here, then you know what? Screw you. I won. That's just the FatesFanboy difference. That's all I'm saying. The legendary matches to make people uninstall the game? Yeah, finally. Finally. It's to justify an end of service. Soon. Surely. No, we're just getting started. Sakasu Koguma. Okay, you know what? He's cool. He has a cool design. Aside from that, well, I guess this guy is kinda alright. You always believed in me, Yami? I know you did. I know you did. If no one else got me, I know you got me, Yami. And then, you know what? That's all I need. That's all a guy needs in life, to be honest. All a guy needs in life is one Yami. Ooh, headphones guy from Victory Road. Yeah, from Victory Road, Teikoku. Okay, this guy's awesome. This is the Master. This is Victory Road's version of Master, which is awesome. Love that. Okay, but that's the Penguin constellation done, at least once. Which ones have I not done? Instructors Notera. Caravanus. I think like the glasses one I haven't done yet either. I've done Frendarion by this point. Let's just take stock of what we haven't done yet. So, clear. I think it's just glasses and Instructors Notera. So, what is in here? Gandares is in here. Okay. Bond Gandares. I don't know how I feel about that, but Preska is in here. We got Adult Tachibukai. Okay. We got one part of the Yuri couple, the Australian Yuri couple. Holy shit, Yosuke Yashima. Okay. I see you. And aside from that, it's like, yeah, it's whatever. Oh, this is a guy that Vinny likes. Aside from that, yeah, no, nothing big, but it is a constellation nonetheless. So let's get started on this. Also, I'm gonna just quickly plug in my headphones because they're running low. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna unplug something, and I hope it's not gonna impact the stream. It shouldn't, I don't think. This is, wow, terrible pulls for the first 10, not gonna lie. But a dull Tachimukai is there, so... Let's see, I think if I pull one of these out, that shouldn't impact the stream. Because this one, yeah, exactly. This one is connected to my Switch. It would have been really funny if the stream exploded because of that, not gonna lie. Let's see. And then, bada bing, bada boom. That is in there. And there we go. That should be good. Alright. I just noticed Yagyu is on this as well. Hero Yagyu. Actually, that would be really cool to get. Not gonna front. There's the red-haired guy from Northern Fang that I just got, actually, who's called Yamiyo. Yeah, that's true. I have seen that before. Of course, Yamiyo could never be as great as Yamino. Okay, we got Big Man, so that's pretty okay. We got, I think that's a French guy. Well, he's literally called Frans. So, yeah, well, that makes sense. Then what's next? Yeah, I mean, by this point, I've basically done everything I wanted to do. I wanted to look at in this update. I think next stream, just to already kind of look forward to the next stream, which will probably be on Tuesday. We're probably just... Oh, not enough Bone Stars. Right, that's the last 10. So that was actually just it. Okay. So next stream, yeah, we're looking at the rest of the Unmei Chronicle. We're probably finishing it. And then by that point, what are we doing? We're gonna see, I suppose. Like, there's still hero battles to be done, still legendary battles to be done in the Ares Chronicle and such. So we could start working on that. I could try doing more of the ultra hero battles and the legendary battles. Also, Yami wants to have it on stream that Yami no Kageto is not the reason why she's called Yami no. I actually know the reason. It is because of Inazuma 11, but it is not because of Yami no Kageto. That's true. Okay, so yeah, that's good. So, Panda, are you ready? Do you want me to set up a room so we can do the final thing of the stream tonight, which is playing a match against each other? I will go into competition mode, and I will do... Oh, there's custom team match. If anyone was wondering where the custom team match option is, it is apparently in competition mode. So, yeah, I can play against my own teams, which is pretty fun. I should probably try that at some point as well. But compete online. So, let's see. Let's do lobby match, yeah. And let's use practice match. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Create private lobby. So, let's do, of course, the password. There can only be one. Het is tijd. De hoogste tijd. U wordt bedankt voor weer een avond, gezelligheid. Zeus Stadium. Sanctum Showdown. Ducks Quiggin Barview. Main team. Lock in. We're ready. I don't think the custom team match gives any rewards. But it is fun, apparently. And the asterisk of this one, the... how do you call that? Het addertje onder het gras. The catch is that it doesn't give you any rewards. Ik hou van Holland reference? Well, I mean, it is a proper song, but I guess it is most famous for being played at the end of Ik hou van Holland. Yeah, that's true. Man, I miss Ik hou van Holland. Good ass show. So yeah, whenever you're ready, Panda, I will be waiting, and this will be the final thing that I do on stream tonight. But it's been a very productive stream. Like, we got Professor Layton and Luke immediately. Already have Legendary Layton with all his voiced lines. Just banged them out immediately as soon as I got them. And yeah, I won an Ultra Hero and a Legendary battle. People were probably hoping that I struggled more on that, which, you know, kind of crazy that people don't want to see me win like that, but I know there's a few of you that are happy for me, and you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you guys. And girls, and people who identify otherwise. But yeah, safe to say, that is gonna be a pain. And you know what? I was looking forward to actually seeing these unique teams from the DS games make their return. But if they're all going to be this difficulty, then I'm low-key hoping that it's just 6 per route rather than 6 per node. Because if it's 6 per node, yeah, you could invest like 1 million hours in this game, you are never going to complete everything. Wi-Fi kinda struggling tonight? That's okay, Panda, take your time, take your time. I've got all night. Tomorrow's the last day of work of this week anyway. No big things planned for tomorrow, so it's all good. It's all good. I did actually... I overslept this morning, so probably for the best that we don't make it too late, not gonna lie. Deadass, I do not recall turning off my alarm. I remember setting my alarm last night, 6:55, and then this morning, lo and behold, I wake up thinking, wow, I'm really comfortable. And I turn around, the lobby is cancelled. However, the timeline's a bit mixed up there. So I turn around in bed, right? I turn around in bed and I'm like, wow, I'm really comfortable. And then I realize, wait, I have to go to work today. I'm never this comfortable in bed when I wake up for work. Something's not right here, and I get this sinking feeling that I may or may not have fallen asleep again, and lo and behold, it is 7:40. I'm supposed to be at work at 8 AM, and I need to cycle for 25 minutes. So, if you do the math, like, real quick, you will realize that I was never making it on time, which I didn't in the end, but, you know, sent out a WhatsApp to one of my supervisors, I suppose, and yeah, he was chill. I mean, yesterday I stayed late. I stayed like 15 minutes late, and today I was 15 minutes late in the morning, so I guess it kind of cancels each other out, right? So, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I was incredibly tired yesterday. It was rough. So I guess I kind of needed the extra half hour this morning, or a bit longer, the extra 45 minutes. Yeah, yikes. Yeah, takeaway being, should probably call it soonish, as soon as I've done this match, and there's Panda. Panda has finally made it, that's good. Welcome, Panda, good to have you. So, what do you have in store for me, Panda? What did you want to show me? Nederland, holy shit, Nederland. In the advance to the World Championships, where the Netherlands will play against Japan, literally this Sunday. This is it. This is the simulation match. Nederland, oh Nederland, jij bent een kampioen. Okay, I'm gonna keep in Sakurazaki, just because I don't know what to expect. I have seen glimpses of this team. I have seen glimpses, but I do not know what to expect from this team. I see... Okay, there's Lux. There's Lux at least. I know that guy. Yeah, Tatsuya Mizumori, who has a Dutch name in the dub. There's Geert van de Vijf, Tanji Teta, Meerkat. Okay, and then I presume most of the rest are OCs, I have to imagine. And Tayo because he's orange, surely. And there was an orange OC on the bench, I think, fabled OC. And yeah, the orange kit as well from Rampart FC, I think. If only you could do like the away kit for the Ambassadors. Like, that would have been so peak. It's basically perfect. It has like the dark blue shorts with the orange top, the orange shirt. Which, yeah. No, it's just the best thing you could ask for, really. Meerkat is actually kind of clever. It kind of is, actually. I mean, meerkat is a proper English word, I suppose. Probably taken from Afrikaans, but... I respect it, you know? I respect it. Oh yeah, that powers down my move. I forgot. I forgot it does that, not gonna lie. Casting arm? Okay. Classic reference to the Dutch being tall and being able to reach very far. I feel like that makes sense, actually. Okay. Noticing that the game is still kind of lagging, like here or there. Like, it's very minor, but I'm noticing it when playing, so... I'm gonna have to look into that again, but I'm happy that the technical difficulties from last stream at the very least didn't persist, so... See, that's a good reaction. That's a good reaction, Panda. That's how you're supposed to do it. And there it is, Bicycle Slash, yeah. Panda, when you asked me in the server what is a good move to put on a Dutch player, you neglected to acknowledge Bicycle Slash before I mentioned it. Yikes. Yikes, what can I say? This is the most Dutch sounding name at the very least. You got an ad about the World Cup? Yeah, that is fitting, Lucas, not gonna lie. That is very fitting. Geert van de Vijf, there he is. Kakattekoyo. So yeah, that doesn't do anything for me anymore. I'm just doing it for fun by this point. And those hands were a little bit too big for Hoshi. Just about. Okay, I see you. I see you, Panda. That's good. Quick action. And the Tiger Drive. It's close enough. I suppose he wanted to simulate the tiger. He should have done the tiger totem, mate. Or the... Sorry, he wanted to simulate a lion. Should have done the lion totem from Galaxy. That would have worked out perfectly, I think. It even has lion roar. The Dutch lion, rah! There's no way. Speak of the devil. Well, well, well. There's no way. He actually has the Dutch lion as well. There it is. They don't expect me to go off the pitch, actually. Big brain move. They never expect me to go off the pitch. I just knocked over Geert van de Vijf. Yeah, that was certainly my intention. And rots, of course, because rots is a Dutch word. Albeit written with an S in Dutch. It means rock or boulder, so yeah. Speak of the goddamn... Spreek van de godvergeten duivel. Yeah. No, in Dutch it just doesn't carry the same weight as in English, you know? So... It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay, so let's see. Is she able to block this? With casting arm. No, Sakurazaki will take that. The long Dutch arms were not enough to prevent a goal by Sakurazaki. And actually, I think Sakurazaki just purely by coincidence has the elemental advantage against Panda's goalkeeper. Okay, that's good. Geert van de Vijf got past. W. Alice. Geert van de Vijf! We dropped him, let's go! Well, I already had him a few times, of course. I mean, resident Dutchie, I'm supposed to have Geert van de Vijf at least once. Hey, hey, hey! Oh yeah, it is starting to struggle, not gonna lie. That's fine, at least like the Hisatsus, they're still doing, yeah, perfectly. Like, no lag there. But like the proper gameplay on the pitch, yeah, it's struggling a little bit. Waterval, hoppa. Waterval on Lars Dijkstra. The fact that he's also just called Dijkstra is insane. Dijkstra, of course, for the many dikes that we have in the Netherlands. Dikes and dams. We have it all. All to suppress that goddamn water that we're always beefing with. You know what? Sure. Volcanic rock. It's a long shot. Let me just stop you right there, Chief. Not gonna lie. Yursi is also Dutch, so he'd fit too in this team. Yeah, he would. I mean, this is just a Dutch team, so yeah, anything Dutch will fit in here. Even if, you know, he's short. We still got short Dutch people out here, you know? So... Alright. Very nice. Do we ever put in Professor Layton? Why not? Let's get a little whimsical, shall we? And... I want to try running Matatagi for a bit. Why not? I am permanently tainting my internet footprint. How? There is no way you made Mai from ongezellig. There is zero way you made Mai from ongezellig in Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Actually, that's beautiful. How did I win that? I did not deserve to win that. Panda, take the ball. Please take the ball. I insist. Mai should have the ball. With Will Guard. Okay, yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Will Guard with Geert van de Vijf. This move, man. This fucking move. Oh my god. Mai in Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Beautiful. I never thought I'd see the day, to be completely honest. Yeah, how's it going? Super, stay out of there! Can he? You have anything? No escape. Yeah, that'll win. That'll do it. That'll do it. Geen uitweg! And there you go. Why are you running back, mate? Why are you running back? What's the problem? You're afraid to face me? Oh, you wanted to just lose Leon. Okay. Well, too bad. So sad. Judge is stronger. Yikes. Grand Inquisitor Judge, look in. My, she caught me. Well, last lion of the fans. Yeah, okay. Okay, I see you. I see you, and I highly respect that, actually. Everything that involves lions. The Dutch lion. Rah! Get your ass over here. Professor Layton is here. I was doing moves, by the way, but okay. My is just a little too strong, I suppose. Right, my, what are we doing? Yep. Yattemiyo. You know what? Why not? You have an overburst? Nope. Excalibur. Well, no, you have a block move. Yikes, yikes. 1 for 1, yikes. Meta slop, yikes, meta slop. This is rich from someone claiming to me that this is meta slop. Actually, Vinny was more fervent about it than you were, I suppose, so... I'll see this through the fingers. Instant burst. Okay, okay. I see you. Yeah. Yeah, Chief. This is not looking great. Not gonna lie. Tenku Hayabusa-dan. Oh. Hold on. Okay. We're chaining. With Meerkat. Brimstone Rain, of course. Rain, classic Dutch rain. Like we had all day today. Okay, hold on. Tobitaka's here. He was there! Oh my god, okay. Well, that's fine. And that's okay. Fair play. Well done. Tobitaka should have been there. I mean, he was snapped into place, but that's okay. Also, the Muay Tiger emblem. That's like probably the closest you can get to the Dutch emblem. Yeah, I hella respect that. Iyo. Okay, on there. You know what? Hayabusa! Nyong. Well, or should I say, my. Who wins? My, of course. Is anyone really surprised? Yeah, Ruler of the Seven Seas. Epic VOC reference? Matchlock Bullet? Epic VOC reference? Hold on, does Hoshi ever... No, she doesn't. Surely not. She's goated, but not that goated. Hold on. My OC, though. My OC is right there. Oil Rush? Okay. Epic Shell reference, I guess? I honestly forget what type that move is, so I'm just gonna do whatever. I literally just watched the move animation, but I could not tell you what the type is. But that's fine. Mugen no Kabe. Also, epic, with heavy quotation marks, shell reference. Incredible! Okay, Yashiro has it, so that's good. Do you have a defense move on Taiyo? No. Okay, good. Matatagi drop? Okay. No escape. I see you. But I have a totem, unfortunately. So I will be passing. And now I have 2 souls active. Lock in. And now I just have to... Oh, is this too short, actually? No, I can just immediately pop it. Okay, good. So, Alice, what can you do? 1 for 1. Yikes. Yikes. Meta slope. Yikes. That's fine. This'll be enough, I think. Unless you have, like, Flame Fortress. Okay, well, there's Keeper's Grid. Hold on. And Flame Fortress. Okay, well, spoken into existence. But it's still not enough. Ooh. Okay. Matatagi just barely making it in. Tozen da yo na. And I think that'll be enough. Unless an event of catastrophic proportions happens. Which I don't think it will with Matatagi stealing the ball there. Yikes. No, Professor Layton! Bro, no, I wanted to do it with Layton. Okay, well. Let's see. Hoshi, yep, classic Hoshi. Haha, can Professor Layton do one last scramble? Ine! And that's it. That is it. Alright, GG Panda, well played. Good match. And a very, very interesting team, of course, in the advent to the debut of the Dutch team on the World Championship Football 2026 this Sunday against Japan. Oh, hold on, I got more victory stars, I think, than usual. And victory stones, interesting. Okay, okay. And legendary Shorinji. Sure. Whatever. How peak was dat? Hey. Peak. Dit was 100% gecertificeerd door Nederlandse vaderlandse patriotten. Absolute bioscoop. That's what it was. And half of those were OCs. That makes sense. But what can you do? That's like the extent of the Dutch representation that you really have in Inazuma 11. So yeah. Okay, but that being said, I think that is a great point to take my last swig of water and to wish you all a good night. That's a swig of water. And with that being said, lots of stuff to unpack in this new June update. Double-edged sword, good updates, bad updates, amazing updates like Professor Layton, kind of shitty updates like, you know, not being able to do dash tackle tension gains anymore with a tension playstyle. But well, it is what it is. You take some, you lose some, as it is. And with that being said, I think next week Tuesday, we will be back with more Victory Road. We will finish the Unmei Chronicle, and we'll have, yeah, we'll just play it by ear once again. Because by that point, what is there to do? Hero battles, legendary battles, ultra hero battles. We're going to suffer more, probably. I'm going to probably have a really bad time against some of these teams. But that is all for next Tuesday. For tonight, I'll be signing off. So thank you all for joining in tonight. Thank you all for sticking with me, even though, you know, the World Championship Football literally started tonight. And you all have a great night. Take care. Thanks once again. Join the Discord if you're new to these streams and you would like to play Inazuma 11 with us tomorrow evening, Inazuma night. And otherwise, I will see you there. Alright, thank you all once again. En fijne avond allemaal. Good night.